shortstop, and that brought Chris Prieto to the plate. Now Song ready. The pitch. Prieto swings and lofts one in the air to right center field. Ramirez, a long run, can't get to it. It drops in and sticks like a good 9-iron. Rounding third and heading for home is Smith as Prieto goes into third, sliding safely with a triple, and the Stingers now lead it by a score of 2-0. Stingers would then add a little bit more to their lead in the third inning, scoring 3 runs, the first coming off the bat of Casey Kochman to lead off the inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Kochman as Song deals. Swung on and hit high in the air to right center field. Going back is Linden. Going back Ramirez. It's up there. It's out there, and it's gone. A home run for Casey Kochman to the parking lot in center field. That's his 6th round tripper of the year, and now the Stingers have a 3-0 lead. They would later add 2 more runs in the third on a fielder's choice off the bat of Adam Patkovich and a run-scoring single by Casey Smith. But then with a 5-0 lead, it went downhill quickly from there. The Grizzlies scored 5 runs in the 4th inning. An RBI double by Todd Linden, a 2-run homer by Jed Hansen, a solo shot by Julio Ramirez. Justin Knadler singled, and then on an infield single to the left side off the bat of Angel Chavez. Casey Smith made the diving stop, but then threw it away. And that allowed Knadler to score all the way from first and tie the game at 5-5. And then in the 5th, the Grizzlies took the lead for good. Back-to-back singles with 1 out by Edgardo Alfonso, and Todd Linden set the table for Michael Cervenak. Pitch on the way, and there it goes. Deep center field. It's up there, it's out there, and it's gone. A 3-run homer for Michael Cervenak, and now Fresno has an 8-5 lead. And they would add 2 more in the 6th and 6 more in the 7th. Stingers would get 1 in the 8th and 2 in the 9th, but it was too little too late as the Grizzlies prevailed 16-8 for the 4th time in the last 9 meetings between these two teams. The Grizzlies had every batter in the starting lineup pick up at least 1 base hit. Well, a busy afternoon and evening in both the Pacific Coast League and the major leagues. We'll update you on the Abra scoreboard next here on ESPN 1230.
Cookie Dough Blast. Sonic's got it, others don't. Indulge in the irresistible taste of Sonic's new Cookie Dough Blast. Generous pieces of chocolate chip cookie dough blended into a creamy frozen treat. Try one tonight or any of your favorite desserts, because Sonic's open till at least midnight all summer long. The new Cookie Dough Blast at participating Sonic drive-ins. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Hi, this is Mitch Jensen of Siegfried & Jensen. You've heard our ads for years. We've been handling automobile, personal injury, and medical malpractice claims for over 20 years. We've handled thousands of claims for thousands of people throughout the state. You're listening to this ad now because you love sports or have a favorite team. Siegfried & Jensen wants to be your legal team if you've been injured in an accident. Call Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
Passion for power sports? Check out Plaza Cycle.
Well, I'm going to Plaza Cycle where I belong. Well, the deals are great, you can't go wrong.
Plaza Cycle has summer deals so amazing you'll walk in and ride out. Get exclusive deals on rider gear. A Joe Rocket Reactor leather jacket is just $99. A motocross jersey pant glove combo from Plaza Cycle, just $99. Off-road helmets, $79.99. Street bike helmets, $55. And 20% off Orange County Chopper apparel. Plaza Cycle is Utah's #1 source for outdoor motor fun and adrenaline on the run.
Yeah, selection, he'll be obsessed. Service, it's the best. Sales team, you'll be impressed. Walk in, ride out.
Located at 1379 West, 33rd South.
Welcome back. Time now to take a look at the Abra scoreboard as it's brought to you by Abra. If you're looking for an experienced collision repairer, well, based on an independent nationwide customer satisfaction survey, Abra Auto Body and Glass was the company most recommended to family and friends for quality of work, customer communication, and overall service. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule your appointment. First of all, in the Pacific Coast League earlier today, Round Rock defeated Omaha 8-3 as Ryan Jensen back in AAA. The former Cottonwood High School star takes the loss for the Royals in that one. Again, as we mentioned earlier, at Tacoma, the Rainiers have a 3-2 lead against Tucson, or defeated Tucson 3-2, with a couple of runs coming on bases loaded walk and a bases loaded hit batter. A power outage in New Orleans right now, with the Zephyrs batting in the bottom of the fifth, trailing Oklahoma 4-2. At Nashville, the Sounds lead Memphis by a score of 1-0. As the Sounds go for the 4-game series sweep. At Des Moines, Iowa trails Albuquerque 2-1 in the seventh. At Colorado Springs in the third, the Sky Sox lead Las Vegas 2-1. And at Portland, Sacramento and the Beavers getting underway in just a little bit. In Major League play in the American League, Cleveland ripped Kansas City 10-1. Jake Westbrook gets his first win in the month of July for the Indians. Toronto doubled up Seattle 6-3. At Detroit in the bottom of the eighth, the Twins lead the Tigers 10-3. Bottom of the sixth at Chicago, the White Sox lead the Red Sox 4-3. 3 home runs for Chicago. Carl Everett, Paul Konerko, and Aaron Rowan. And in the sixth inning at Texas, the A's have scored twice and now lead the Rangers by a score of 4-3. And later on, the Angels host the Yankees at the Big A. Bartolo Colon for the Angels and Randy Johnson for the Yankees. In the National League, the Mets blanked San Diego 12-0. It was Cincinnati over the Cubs 9-6. At Philadelphia, the Dodgers scored in the first, and that's all they needed. 1-0, L.A. over Philly. At St. Louis, the Brewers crushed the Cardinals 12-7. Houston edged Washington 3-2. And Pittsburgh pounded Colorado by a score of 8-1. And that's your Abra scoreboard. We'll come back with the starting lineup for this evening's game. Right after this, you're in the on-deck circle on ESPN 1230.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
Where can you find the Utah Jazz sitting next to the Boston Red Sox, sitting next to the Denver Broncos, just down the road of BYU? Fans! Only at Fans can you find the newest and freshest sports gear from all the great college and pro teams. Looking for a new or retro Utah Jazz jersey? Fans has it. Fans has it. Trying to find a fitted baseball cap featuring your favorite team logo? Fans is the place. Fans is the place. Whether you're looking for hats, shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, warm-ups, jerseys, or duffel bags, you'll find it at Fans. You'll find it at Fans. Plus, Fans even has fun logoed sports gear and memorabilia, including signed basketballs, footballs, and jerseys from the best players. And remember, for all the freshest Utah Jazz gear, get to Fans for jerseys, golf shirts, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, and warm-up gear, featuring the new blue and white Jazz colors. Open 6 days a week in the Delta Center and all major malls across the Wasatch Front. Fans.
KJQS Murray, Salt Lake City. This is the ESPN Radio AM 1230. And he throws deep. Worldwide leader in sports. A Citadel Broadcasting Station. You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers. ESPN 1230 AM.
And now our national anthem. National anthem prior to the start of today's game between the Stingers and the Grizzlies. Right now, let's take you through the starting lineup for tonight's game. First of all, for the visiting Salt Lake Stingers, managed by Dino Evil. Leading off, the second baseman, Alberto Callaspo. Batting second, the third baseman, Adam Pavkovich. Hitting third and playing first base, Casey Kotzman. Batting cleanup, the center fielder, Curtis Pride. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Nick Gorneau. Hitting sixth, the designated hitter, Luke Allen. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Brian Gordon. Hitting eighth and catching, Ryan Buddy. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Casey Smith. Pitching for the Stingers will be right-hander, Evan Thomas. Now for the homestanding Fresno Grizzlies, managed by Shane Turner. Leading off, the center fielder, Marquise Grissom. Batting second, the second baseman, Mickey Lopez. Hitting third and playing third base, Edgardo Alfonso. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, Todd Linden. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Brian Dallimore. Hitting sixth, the left fielder, Doug Clark. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Tony Torcato. Hitting eighth and catching, Yamid Had. And hitting ninth, the right fielder, Julio Ramirez. The umpires as assigned by the Pacific Coast League. Casey Moser behind the plate. A.J. Wendell at first base. And Cameron Keller will be the arbiter over at third. It's the Stingers and the Grizzlies wrapping up this 4-game series, as well as the 9-game extended series and the season set. All coming up tonight. The first pitch right around the corner. You've been in the on-deck circle on ESPN 1230.
This has been the On Deck Circle. Stay tuned. Salt Lake Stingers baseball is coming up next on the home of the Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Budded deli cuts are the cure for the common sandwich. And now you could also win the cure for the common kitchen. It's a complete kitchen makeover with amazing appliances from Bosch and Chef Catalog. Just look for your game piece in packages of budded deli cuts and check your number online at budded.com to see if you've won. You could meet a proud owner of a state-of-the-art kitchen makeover, or you could win gift certificates of $20 or even $500. Enter for a chance to win your cure for the common kitchen today.
Hi, this is Ned Siegfried of Siegfried & Jensen. You've heard our ads for years. We've been handling automobile, personal injury, and medical malpractice claims for over 20 years. We've handled thousands of claims for thousands of people throughout the state. You're listening to this ad now because you love sports or have a favorite team. Siegfried & Jensen wants to be your legal team if you've been injured in an accident. Call Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
The field is live. The starting pitchers have finished their warm-up, and the managers have exchanged lineup cards. It's time for Salt Lake Stingers baseball. So let's go to the ballpark. Here's the voice of the Salt Lake Stingers, Steve Clancy.
And once again, a very good evening to you, and welcome to Salt Lake Stingers baseball as the Stingers get ready to take on the Fresno Grizzlies in the final game of this marathon extended series, which has seen the Stingers win 4 and the Grizzlies win 4. Stingers have already wrapped up the season series at 9 games to 6. They'll need a win tonight to get a split in this 4-game set at Fresno, as well as a win to equal last year's season series in which the Stingers defeated the Grizzlies 10 games to 6. Fresno has taken the field in their green tops with the gold numerals and lettering trimmed in red. The Stingers with their sleeveless road gray uniforms with the red long sleeves on underneath, red numerals and lettering trimmed in navy blue. For Fresno, Doug Clark is in left, Marquise Grissom on a rehab assignment from the Giants in center, and Julio Ramirez is in right. Edgardo Alfonso, another Giant rehab assignment. At third base, Brian Dallimore at short. Mickey Lopez is at second, and Tony Torcato is over at first. A battery of Matt Cain pitching, and Yamid Had catching. For Cain, this will be his 20th start of the season. In 103 and 2/3 innings, he's given up just 81 hits, 54 runs, 50 of them earned. He has struck out a league-leading 123 batters while walking 57. He's hit 4, thrown 3 wild pitches, and surrendered 16 home runs. Kane has won 6 and lost 5 with a 4.34 earned run average. The PCL batting a paltry .214 against the 6'3", 231-pound right-hander from Dalton, Illinois, Matt Kane. We mentioned his 123 strikeouts lead the league. His 57 walks are second, one behind Damian Moss of Tacoma. So Kane, this will be his 4th start of the year against Salt Lake. He has won 1 and lost 1. The win came in his last outing on the 16th at Salt Lake City. He gave up 4 runs on 4 hits in 5 innings. He struck out 7 and walked 5. As that was a ball game that the Grizzlies scored early and often, scoring 8 runs across the first 4 innings against tonight's starter, Evan Thomas. So we're ready to go. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Salt Lake Stingers baseball is on the air for a Thursday night from Fresno. Alberto Castro leading things off, and he takes the fastball outside, ball 1. Alfonso in several steps on the grass at third to guard against the bunt. Castro swings and launches one towards right center field. Ramirez going back, still going back, and at the warning track, he'll make the over-the-shoulder tap for out number 1, as Julio went a long way for that one, as he was playing Castro in, but the ball hit high enough in the air so that Ramirez could run that one down. So 1 away. That'll bring up Adam Papkovich, the third baseman, hitting .279, 14 doubles, 1 triple, 6 homers, 35 runs batted in for Papkovich, who is hitting in the number 2 spot for just the 4th time this year. Pitch on the way, a fastball runs inside to the right-hand batter, and the count's 1-0. Papkovich, 1 hit and 11 at-bats in this series, but he has driven in a couple of runs. The 1-0. Swinging a foul. That one banging off the mask of the catcher Hahn, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Overall this season, Papkovich batting just .200 against the Grizzlies. 8 hits in 40 at-bats. Now, Wayne Turner, the manager of the Grizzlies, going out towards home plate, making sure that Hahn is all right, and he took that one flush on the mask. Maybe Welch, the Stingers trainer, about to go out, as the Grizzly trainer must be back at the clubhouse, but Hahn says, no, go ahead, I'm all right. So we're ready to go again. The 1-1 pitch on the way. A fastball fouled back into the screen, 1-2. Stingers need this win in a lot of different ways. Especially after the fact that last 2 nights they've had leads get away from them. Here's Papkovich, a little tap out from the mound. Up with it, the pitcher Kane makes the barehand pickup, goes high, safe at first base. As Torquato applied the tag, but I believe Papkovich was already on the bag by the time the tag was applied. So Papkovich safe at first as Kane airmailed that throw. Torquato went high up into the air, came down, tagged Papkovich, but I believe Adam had already touched the bag over there. So it'll be a throwing error on the pitcher Kane, and there's a runner at first with 1 out. That'll bring up Casey Kotzman, the first baseman. Kotzman batting .269, 16 doubles, 1 triple, 6 homers, 49 runs batted in. Kotzman, to this point, 2 hits and 5 at-bats against Kane. The infield double play depth the pitch. Outside of fastball, ball 1. Kotzman leads the Stingers ball club by grounding into 14 double plays, including 1 last night. Runner at first base, 1 out. Kane's pitch up high, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Kane pretty impressive for a number 1 prospect in the Giants organization, but in the first 3 outings against Salt Lake, he has been anything but, giving up 11 runs on 13 hits and 11 in the 3rd inning. 2-0. Osman swings a double play ball to second. Bobbled by Lopez, but he recovers in time to throw to first to get Kotzman for the out. That ball kind of got him caught on the in-between hop. It came up and hit him in the chest, but it stayed nearby, so he was able to recover and get the out on Kotzman, but it cost him the double play as Petkovich advances to second. And now Curtis Pride with a chance with a 2-out base hit to put the Stingers in front early on here. Curtis hitting .305, 11 doubles, 3 triples, 6 homers, 35 runs batted in. Pride 0 for 3 with a run batted in against Kane this year. Kane grew up in the Memphis area at Germantown High School. Pitch on the way, and it's down low, ball 1. Curtis 3 for 10 in this series. Petkovich, the base runner at second, 2 out, top of the first, no score. Kane from the stretch, checks the runner Petkovich out the pitch. Right on the inside corner at the knees, 1-1. Kane with a mid-90s fastball, a curve, changeup, and a slider, which that pitch was at 88 miles per hour. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Pride. The outfield playing Curtis straight away as Kane delivers the 1-1. Passed up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Here comes Petkovich around third to score the first run of the ball game. Curtis Pride delivers, and it's 1-0 Salt Lake. A rocket up the middle that skipped off the mound and flew past second base into center field. So Curtis Pride with his 36th run batted in, and the Stingers take the lead by a score of 1-0. That's the good news. The bad news is the Stingers have scored first in every game so far in this series, and they've lost 2 out of the first 3. So here's Nick Gorneau, the left fielder. Pitch on the way, and he swings and he fouls it back. That one's headed into the upper deck right below us. 1 strike to count on Gorneau, hitting .286, 6 in doubles, 9 triples, 17 homers, and a team-leading 67 runs batted in. 2 for 7 in this series. Pride the runner at first, 2 out. As Kane delivers, Pride goes. Here's a swing and a chopper foul at the third base side. Gorneau's in the hole 0-2, and Pride will have to head back to first base. Gorneau the other night in Salt Lake City against Kane faced him 3 times and drew 3 walks. He's 2 for 3 against Kane this year with 4 walks. Both of his hits for extra bases, a double and a homer off of Kane. And he's also struck out against him. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss at a fastball. He struck him out, and that retires the side. But the Stingers take the lead. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. The run is unearned, but after the first half inning of play, it's the Stingers 1, and Fresno's coming to bat on ESPN 1230.
More Stingers baseball after this on ESPN 1230 AM. Taco Del Mar has a question. You like lunch? Start with a tortilla the size of a trampoline. Then pile on the meat, beans, veggies, and freak out on the jalapenos. Call the office. Tell them you're gone for the day. See ya. Head to the beach, the mountains, the lake. That's Taco Del Mar, baby. That's your inner Baja. Beat it with a Mondo made-to-order burrito or a pile of ripping fish tacos. It's fast, super tasty, fresh mix with a bit of Baja attitude. Taco Del Mar. Release your inner Baja.
Being a Mercedes owner, you'll just have to face the fact that people will look, people will talk. But that's nothing new. The world has been fascinated by the legendary Mercedes-Benz for years. Now owning a Mercedes has never been easier. The all-new Mercedes-Benz of Linden, just off I-15, exit 273 in Utah County, minutes from downtown Salt Lake City, and a phone call away at 222-4400. At Mercedes-Benz of Linden, purchase the sporty C230 compressor sedan for under $30,000. All Mercedes models are available, including the exclusive AMG models, like the CL and SL65s. The first legendary Mercedes-Benz designed out-of-house facility in the United States, featuring 15 service bays and legendary same-day service. Being noticed is a good thing. Mercedes-Benz of Linden, selling legendary cars, providing legendary service. Stop by or call today, 222-4400. Mercedes-Benz of Linden.
Mercedes-Benz of Linden, part of the Larry H. Miller Auto Group.
1-0 Stingers as we go to the bottom of the first. Defensively for Salt Lake, Nick Gornose in left, Curtis Pride in center, and Brian Gordon's in right. Adam Patkovich at third, Casey Smith at short, Alberto Callaspo at second, and Casey Kotzman is at first. The battery of Evan Thomas pitching, and Ryan Buddy catching for Thomas. His 11th appearance, his 5th start for Salt Lake. In 32 innings, he's given up 52 hits. 30 runs, 26 of them earned. He has struck out 14, but walked 17. He's 3-2 with a 7.31 earned run average. And the PCL batting .361 against Thomas. And the first pitch to Marquise Grissom is fouled back. Strike one. Grissom, 2 for 7 so far on his rehab assignment. One of his 2 hits, a home run. Grissom hitting .211 for the Giants this year coming into this one. The 0-1 up high and inside a ball. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. I guess Marquise Grissom, one of only 6 players in Major League history, as he swings and misses at a changeup 1 and 2 to have over 2,000 hits, 200 home runs, and 400 stolen bases in his career. Pretty impressive numbers for Grissom, who's also 6th all-time in World Series batting average. 1-2 pitch. Swing, and the bat goes flying off the railing in front of the Stingers dugout. Home plate umpire Casey Moser saying that Grissom got a piece of the ball, so he's still alive. But boy, the guy standing on the top step of the dugout for the Stingers bailing out in a hurry as that bat was helicoptering their way. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. On the right-hand hitting Marquise Grissom, curveball smashed up the middle and into center field, a base hit, and the leadoff man is aboard for the Grizzlies here in the first. So 1 on, nobody out. The second baseman, Nicky Lopez, batting .297, 19 doubles, 7 triples, 6 homers, 36 runs batted in. Lopez 5 for 12 in this series. 3 of his 5 hits have gone for extra bases. A runner at first base. Nobody out. The bunt by Lopez. Thomas off the hill handles it and tosses to first for the out. And so a successful sacrifice by Lopez moves Grissom, the potential tying run, into scoring position over at second base. That'll bring up another San Francisco Giant rehabbing here with Fresno. And that would be Edgardo Alfonso. Alfonso batting .545. He's 6 for 11 with a double in this series since beginning his rehab on Monday for a left quad strain. First pitch on the way. Cut out and missed. A fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. On Edgardo Alfonso. Over 1,400 Major League games played. Runner at second, Grissom. He has over 2,000 games played. There's a fastball missing inside at the knees, 1-1. Some veteran help in this Fresno lineup. Even the Giants mascot, Blue Seal, is here. 1 ball, 1 strike the count on Alfonso. The fastball inside. Back the right-hand hitter away. The count's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Angels hosting the Yankees. Alex Rodriguez with his 27th home run of the year in the top of the first to give New York a 2-0 lead on the Angels and Bartolo Colon. The 2-1 pitch to Alfonso. Curveball, waved at and missed. A strike, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But Colon has been roughed up lately for the Angels. In a key series with the Yankees starting tonight at the Big A. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Alfonso with Todd Linden on deck. The pitch. Curveball into the dirt. Bounces away from the catcher Buddy to throw to third, and Grissom is safe. And that one pulled Patkovich off the bag and almost threw the ball to left field. So a wild pitch, and now the tying run is now just 90 feet away. That's a full count on Alfonso at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Infield now comes even with the bags at the corners. Paskovich at third, Kotzman at first. About 3/4 of the way in. It was Smith at short and Cayaspo at second. Thomas ready. The 3-2 payoff pitch is crushed up the alley in right center field. Gordon going back. It's going to one-hop the warning track and go over the wall for an automatic double. And the game is tied at 1-1. So the 2 Giants producing a run here as Grissom singled to get on, and Alfonso doubles him home. His second double and his first run batted in on this rehab assignment. And so now a tie game, and the go-ahead run in scoring position with 1 out as the struggles for Evan Thomas continue. Here's Todd Linden batting .345. 22 doubles, 4 triples, a league-leading 23 homers, and 71 runs batted in. First pitch, a fastball in at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. Linden comes into this game a perfect 3 for 3 against Thomas. A double, 2 singles, and a walk. Now Thomas's pitch. Fastball inside at the knees, and that evens the count at 1-1. So the Stingers' 1-0 lead lasts all of 3 batters here in the bottom of the first. And Tacoma's already won their game 3-2 over Tucson. Now the pitch. Long on, and Linden bangs that one off his front foot, and the count's 1-2. Stingers again come home to play 5 against Las Vegas, while Tacoma will hit the road and play 4 at Colorado Springs. Yeah, the 2 teams square off in a 5-game series in mid-August in Tacoma. Now Thomas ready, the 1-2. Swing and a miss at a curveball down and in. He struck him out. 2 down here in the first. Alfonso still at second, and the batter will be Brian Dallimore, the shortstop, hitting .293. 20 doubles, 2 triples, 8 homers, 37 runs batted in. Dallimore 3 for 8 in this series. 2 for 4 with a pair of doubles against Thomas. Well, Alfonso, the go-ahead run at second base with 2 outs. Thomas's pitch, a fastball up and in, spins Dallimore out of the way. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Dallimore, right-handed batter, facing Thomas. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Breaking ball outside at the knees. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Now the right-hander ready. The pitch. Swung on and popped up. Foul territory, third base side, but he's there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Grizzlies tie it up 1 run, 2 hits, 1 runner left on base. And at the end of 1, it's the Stingers 1 and Fresno 1 on ESPN 1230.
Drug and alcohol abuse, violence, and crime are among the top problems facing our children today. Prevention Dimensions, a nationally recognized program, gives students a strong foundation to resist substance abuse and violence.
To freaking and drugs. To violence and crime.
Prevention Dimensions. For more information, log on to utahpd.org.
Do you always feel tired when you wake up? Club, sleep apnea is a serious illness, and if not diagnosed, could lead to serious health problems. 35% of all people with high blood pressure have sleep apnea. 83% of all people with uncontrollable high blood pressure have sleep apnea. And 70% of people that have had a stroke have been diagnosed with sleep apnea. Many people could reduce their chances if they were diagnosed early and got the help they needed to control their sleep apnea. At MedOne Medical, they care about your health and want you to have a healthy life. Can you imagine being diagnosed with diabetes and not doing anything about it? Call MedOne Medical today at 1-800-258-5329. Let them help you with your diagnosis and get you the help you need to have a happy and healthy life. MedOne Medical is the exclusive provider of Sleep Smart Gold, a program created to help patients manage sleep apnea. Call 1-800-258-5329 and get on the road to a happy, healthy life.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the second inning, and it's a 1-1 ball game. Luke Allen, Brian Gordon, and Ryan Buddy up to face right-hander Matt Cain. Luke Allen batting .283, 12 doubles, 4 triples, 19 homers, 64 runs batted in. Luke has homered in the last 2 ball games here. Take over the team lead with 19 round trippers. The pitch on the way, and Allen takes a changeup high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Cain ready, the pitch to Luke. Swing and a miss. A 93-mile-per-hour fastball up around Leonard. The count's even at 1-1. Overall, Luke is 4 out of 11 in this series. Now the 1-1. Going on in full fouls. He was out in front of a changeup, and the count's 1-2. The Stingers need a win tonight to give them their 21st non-losing series out of 25 played this season. They've won 13, lost 4, and split 7. 1-2 pitches pulled on the ground foul again for the coach's box at first. On the road, they've won 4, lost 2, and split 5. They're trying to avoid their first losing series since June 25th through the 28th, when they lost 3 out of 4 at home to Tacoma. There's a fastball high, and that evens the count on Luke at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1-1 our score here in the top half of the second. Now Cain ready, and the right-hander deals. Strike 3 called on the outside corner at the lower end of the knee, and Luke Allen can't believe it as he goes back to the dugout shaking his head. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cain. 1 out here in the second, and that'll bring up Brian Gordon batting .292, 17 doubles, a triple, 15 homers, 49 runs batted in. Brian comes in with an 11-game hitting streak working. If he extends it to 12, that will equal the longest by a Stinger this year. 12-game streak shared currently by Jeff Mathis and Zach Sorensen. First pitch to Gordon. Swung on and locked it in the air to left center field. Marquise Grissom drifting over and under. He's there, and he'll put it away for out number 2. The 2 up, 2 down here in the Salt Lake second. That'll bring up the catcher, Ryan Buddy, hitting .230, 7 doubles, 3 triples, 3 homers, 13 runs batted in. Don't forget, all kids 14 and under, have your parents stop by the Larry H. Miller Chevrolet location at 5650 South State Street in Murray, and enter to win a chance to be an honorary bat kid in the Stingers game. Larry H. Miller Chevrolet. After all, you know this guy. First pitch to Buddy on the way. Curveball over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Buddy 1 for 3 in this series with a home run the other night. Now the pitch. Buddy swings, and it's a looper towards left. Puck coming on. He'll get there and make the shoulder high catch to retire the side. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Cain, and as for an inning and a half it remains. Stingers 1, Fresno 1 on ESPN 1230.
Wiener Schnitzel is proud to be the official hot dog of the Salt Lake Stingers, because if there's one thing Wiener Schnitzel loves besides hot dogs, it's baseball. And to prove our love, we've got a great deal for all you baseball fans. Wiener Schnitzel now proudly serves tasty-free soft serve treats. You can add it on to your favorite Wiener Schnitzel combo, or come in for a snack. And while you're here at Wiener Schnitzel, you can enjoy a plain ketchup or mustard hot dog for just 79 cents. That's 2 great tastes at 1 great location, only at Wiener Schnitzel, the world's largest hot dog chain.
When's the right time to get a Zions Bank Gold account? Well, say you're fresh out of college.
With your first real job. You probably want a gold account so you can take advantage of things like free internet banking and unlimited check writing. Or say you've reached a point in life
when the kids have left home, and a gold account gives you a rent-free safe deposit box and no issuing fees on traveler's checks. Or maybe you're about to
have your first child, and you like the higher interest rates on gold account savings and discounted loan rates with flexible terms. So when's the right time
to get a Zions Bank Gold account? When you see all the benefits, you'll just know. For more information, visit your local Zions Bank branch or zionsbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Hi, I'm Patty Householder, branch manager at Zions Bank in West Jordan. Right now, when you sign up for a gold account, our branch will donate $25 to the local school of your choice.
Second inning, it's a 1-1 ball game, and the Grizzlies will have Doug Clark, Tony Torquato, and Yami Dahan. The 6, 7, and 8 hitters do up. Stingers got an unearned run in the top of the first, but the two Giants here from San Francisco on rehab assignments produced the tying run as Marquise Grissom singled to open up the inning. He was sacrificed to second, stole third, came to third on a wild pitch, and then Edgardo Alfonso doubled her home. So here's Doug Clark batting .318, 25 doubles, 4 triples, 9 homers, 43 runs batted in. Don't forget when the Stingers come home, be on the lookout for the Albertsons triple play for charity. If the Stingers pull off the triple play at a home game, Albertsons will donate $1,000 worth of groceries to the Utah Food Bank. As Clark hits a liner right at Casey Kaplan, who reached up maybe about 6 inches over his cap to make the catch for out number 1. Hard hit, but an atom ball, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Tony Clark, or Tony Torquato, I should say. He got to me already. Torquato batting .252, 11 doubles, 1 triple, 6 homers, 36 runs batted in. Torquato, 3 out of 11 of this series. There's a changeup outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Torquato. He's 3 for 6 with a homer this year against Thomas. There's a breaking ball strike on the outside corner under the belt. The count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Thomas 5'10", 170 in his 10th professional season. Now the pitch. Torquato takes a curveball in at the knees. A strike, and it's 1-2. And Thomas trying to come up with a solid outing after suffering 2 losses and a no decision in his last 3 starts. A 1-2 pitch, swung on, lifted foul, third base side. That's going to be well back into the seats behind the Stingers dugout. His last win came in what was probably his best outing at Sacramento on June 30th. Gave up 2 unearned runs on 7 hits in 5 innings. 1-2 pitch on the way. Torquato laces one to right center field. Curtis Pride on the run. Not going to get it as it one-hops the wall out there. Torquato into second base with a one-out double. And that may be one where I question the outfield alignment. Thomas does not throw all that hard. Torquato just about pulls everything, but yet Pride was shaded towards left center field on a ball that might otherwise have been caught. So the go-ahead run at second base. Third hit for Fresno. That'll bring up Yami Dahan, who's batting .299, 13 doubles and a triple. 8 homers, 29 runs batted in. Not 0 for 4 in this series. But he's 2 for 3 with a double against Thomas this year. Oh, the tying run, the go-ahead run at second base with 1 out. Pitch, third ball, that's lifted in the air to center field. Pride going back, it's up there, it's out there, and it's gone. A 2-run home run for Yami Dahan, and it's 3-1 Fresno. On with his 9th home run of the year, he now has 31 runs batted in. For Thomas, that is the 6th home run he's given up in 33 and 1/3 innings this year. Straight away center field, and so 4 hits for the Grizzlies, 3 of which have been extra bases. Grizzlies have played like this all year long. They wouldn't be in third place, 10 games out of first. Now here's Julio Ramirez batting .255. Nine doubles, one triple, 16 homers, 43 runs batted in. Pitch on the way, and Ramirez takes a strike on the inside corner at the knee. He's 0-1. Thomas's pitch. Low and inside to the right-hand batter. The count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Outfield straight away for Ramirez as Thomas deals. Swing and a miss at a curveball down and away for the right-handed batter. The count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Thomas ready to pitch. Curveball into the dirt, 2-2. Don't forget tomorrow, Hall of Famer Harmon Killebrew will be on the Stingers Clubhouse Show with Adrian Denny at 9 o'clock on 1320 KFan. Then he'll be out at the ballpark for an appearance, brought the ceremonial first pitch, sign autographs as well. The 2-2 curveball, waved at it, missed. Ramirez strikes out swinging. Second punch out for Thomas. And there's 2 down here in the second inning. Brings up Marquise Grissom, who singled and scored in the first inning. 7 o'clock start tomorrow against Las Vegas. It'll be Dustin Mosley going for the Stingers against right-hander Mike Mew. With a pitch outside at the knees, a ball, 1-0. Saturday's doubleheader with a fireworks show after the ball game as part of your Pioneer Holiday Weekend. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a foul. That one rattling off the mask of the catcher Ryan Buddy, and the count's 1-1. Stingers will send lefties Joe Saunders and Eric Sear to the hill for that doubleheader. Las Vegas will send out right-handers Harold Eckert and Eric Cole. The 1-1 pitch, and Grissom takes a strike. The curveball the inside corner at the knees, 1-2. Sunday afternoon at 2, Chris Butchek for the Stingers against lefty Eric Stokes for Las Vegas. On the 1-2 pitch, inside, a ball, 2-2. Clayton Andrews, the lefty, will go then on Monday night against right-hander T.J. Nahl. Right starter Thomas would then open the series at Albuquerque on Tuesday. 2-2 pitch inside at the knees, ball 3. So now a full count on Grissom at 3-2. Grissom has played for 6 teams in the majors: the Expos, Braves, Indians, Brewers, Dodgers, and Giants. 3-2 pitch, smashed on the ground is Smith, who kicks it, recovers, throws to first, just in time to get Grissom. And that retires the side. The Grizzlies take the lead. 2 runs, 2 hits, one of them a home run by Yamid Haas, and nobody left on the base paths. And so after 2 complete, it's Fresno 3 and the Stingers 1 on ESPN 1230.
More Stingers baseball after this on ESPN 1230 AM.
Wow, that is amazing.
Pardon me, miss. Are you an Albertsons associate?
No.
Then may I ask what you're doing?
Checking the price.
You're checking the price.
That is correct. Oh, check this price.
What? Where?
Next to the sign that says check the price.
Oh, that's a very good price.
What did I tell you? Albertsons has lowered the prices on thousands of items shoppers buy most. So come on in and check the price. You're going to love what you see.
Hey, let's check these prices over here.
Sorry, pal. I look alone. Check the new low prices at Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Passion for power sports? Check out Plaza Cycle.
Hey, I'm going to Plaza Cycle where I belong. Hey, the deals are great, you can't go wrong.
Plaza Cycle has summer deals so amazing you'll walk in and right out. Check out the Kawasaki Vulcan 2000, $1,500 off. The Kawasaki KX250, the Pure Bike of Champions, $1,000 off. For off-road thrills, the Proof Force 4x4 ATV is $800 off. Plaza Cycle gives you 0 down and financing as low as 4.9% OAC. You can walk in with 0 down and ride out for as little as $49 a month. So little to pay for the ride of your life. Plaza Cycle, Utah's #1 source for outdoor motor fun and adrenaline on the run.
You'll be impressed. Service, it's the best. Sales team, you'll be impressed. Walk in.
1479 West, 33rd South.
All right, we go to the third inning. It's a 3-1 ball game now in favor of Fresno. It'll be Casey Smith, Alberto Callasco, and Adam Patkovich, the 9-1 and 2 hitters, due up to face right-hander Matt Cain. First pitch to Casey, fastball down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Smith batting .206, 5 doubles, a triple, no homers, and 12 runs batted in. He's 2 for 7 in this series. The 0-1. Breaking ball outside, best under the belt. That evens the count on Smith at 1 ball and 1 strike. He has not fared well, though, altogether against Fresno this year with just 3 hits and 28 at bats. 1-1 fastball, held high in the inside half of the plate for a strike, and it's 1-2. It's also time for our third inning update of the Abra scoreboard. We'll do that after the 1-2 pitch comes home to Smith. Fastball high and inside the right-hand batter. The count's even at 2-2. 2-day game in the PCL. Ron Rock defeated Omaha 8-3 as Ryan Benson out of Cotler High took the loss for Omaha. Now the 2-2. Smith swings, grounds one through the hole of the left field, a base hit. So Casey Smith aboard with a leadoff single, hit number 2 for the Stingers in the ball game. Brings up Alberto Callasco, who sent Julio Ramirez to a warning track in right center field his first time up. Again, Tacoma beat Tucson 3-2, so the Stingers need a win or the Rainiers would be within 1 game of Salt Lake in the North Division standing. First pitch to Callasco. Curveball strike on the inside corner for Dees, 0-1. Powers back out in New Orleans after his batting in the bottom of the 6th, trailing Oklahoma 6-2. Smith a short lead at first. Cain ready to pitch. Callasco swings and launches one towards center. Grissom going back, still going back, still going back. He can't make the over-the-shoulder catches it. Hits the base of the wall. Ramirez to play the carom. Racing for third is Callasco as Smith comes in to score on the RBI triple by Alberto Callasco. And now it's a 3-2 ball game. Callasco's second extra base hit in a Salt Lake uniform, and they've both been 3-baggers. So now it's a 3-2 game. The Stingers have the tying run at third with nobody out. And the batter will be Adam Patkovich, who reached on the throwing error by the pitcher Cain and scored in the first inning. Memphis and Nashville tied at 1. The Redbirds batting in the top of the 9th. Nashville going for the series sweep and a chance to open up a 7-game lead in the division. Infield back this early. The pitch to Patkovich, a fastball inside, ball 1. So a ground ball anywhere but maybe to third, and the tying run comes home. Cain ready. The 1-0 to Patkovich. Fastball lifted high into the air to left field. Clark over towards the line. Now coming in will make the catch. Callasco tags. Here comes the throw, and Callasco slides in. He's out. Tagged out by Yamid Hahn. A one-out throw to the plate, slightly offline, but Callasco didn't look like he got a good blink off the bag at third. It'll be a double play, fly ball to the left, and 7-2 on the put out of Callasco, and that keeps the Grizzlies out in front by a run. Brings up Casey Kotzman, who grounded out to second his first time up. Albuquerque leading at Iowa 5-1 in the 9th. Colorado Springs in the 5th, leading Las Vegas 5-2. Guy Sox going for the sweep. First pitch to Kotzman, up high, ball 1. Sacramento and Portland scoreless in the first at PGE Park. Now the 1-0. Kotzman takes a fastball inside, ball 2. In the American League, Cleveland routed Kansas City 10-1 with 7 of the runs coming in the 7th inning. Now the 2-0. Kotzman swings and he fouls it back into the screen, 2-1. Toronto topped Seattle 6-3. Minnesota blasted Detroit 10-5. Johan Santana the winner. They're in the 8th at Chicago. The Red Sox have overtaken the White Sox 5-4. That game now in the 8th as Boston scored 2 runs in the 7th to take the lead. 2-1 to Kochman, a fastball inside for ball 3. In the 8th at Arlington, Texas and Oakland are tied 4-4. The Yankees lead the Angels 2-0 in the bottom of the 3rd at Anaheim on a 2-run homer by A-Rod in the first inning. On the 3-1 pitch, a fastball high, ball 4. That's the first walk issued by Kane. Now the Stingers have a runner at first with 2 out. And the batter will be Curtis Pride. Pride drove in the first home plate run with a single to center in the first inning. National League, the Mets blanked the Padres 12-0. Former Buzz fan Doug Minkiewicz with his 10th home run for the Mets. Cincinnati rallied with 5 runs in the 8th to beat the Cubs 9-6. The second time in a week, former Buzz catcher Javier Valentin with a 2-homer game. There's a breaking ball into the dirt. 1-0 the count on Curtis Pride. Dodgers 1, Phillies nothing. LA got their run in the first and made it stand up. Dallas Perez with an outstanding effort. Milwaukee outlasted the Cardinals 12-7. Now Kane ready. The 1-0 pitch to Pride. Quick and a miss at a slider. 1-1. Houston beat Washington 3-2 as the National League continues to shrink to the National League East, and Pittsburgh pounds Colorado 8-1. Here it's 3-2 Fresno in the top of the 3rd. Now Kane ready. Here's the 1-1. Pride takes a fastball strike on the inside half of the plate, just under the letters. So now the count goes to 1-2 on Curtis Pride. Kochman, a short lead at first. Came from the stretch, the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, a little one-hopper back towards the hill. Kane flags it down, runs it halfway to first before flipping to Torcano to retire Pride and the side here in the 3rd. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors, and 1 runner was left on base. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's the Grizzlies 3 and the Stingers 2 on ESPN 1230.
And in life, crossing home plate is the ultimate goal. With a home equity or mortgage loan from America First Credit Union, you can get there. Besides low interest rates, most America First home loans have no closing costs or appraisal fees. Apply today, and you'll be entered into a weekly drawing for a home away from home vacation at the beautiful Homestead Resort in Midway. So if you're looking to buy, build, remodel, or just get away, click, call, or come into America First. No purchase necessary. Contest ends August 30th, 2005. Rules available at AmericaFirst.com. Equal housing lender. At America First Credit Union, members come first.
Cookie dough blast. Sonic's got it, others don't. Indulge in the irresistible taste of Sonic's new cookie dough blast. Generous pieces of chocolate chip cookie dough blended into a creamy frozen treat. Try one tonight or any of your favorite desserts, because Sonic's open till at least midnight all summer long. The new cookie dough blast at participating Sonic drive-ins. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Now back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
We go to the bottom of the 3rd, 3-2 to score in favor of Fresno now as the Stingers get a run. Mickey Lopez to lead things off. He takes outside of Panini's ball 1. Lopez, a successful sacrifice bunter, his first time up. Now Evan Thomas delivers. Change up strike on the inside corner at the letters, 1-1. I mentioned on that Abra scoreboard, Colorado lost, San Diego lost, the Dodgers did win. Arizona and San Francisco are idle. A 1-1. Lopez grounds one to the right side. Callasco far to his left, gets a glove on it, but leaves the ball behind as he goes into right field. And so Lopez is aboard to start the 3rd inning. Then Callasco going far to his left, got a glove on it, but could not control it as he left it in his own wake, and so it'll be a base hit for Lopez, and the Grizzlies have a runner at first with nobody out. Here's Edgardo Alfonso, who doubled to center field to drive in the first Fresno run back in first inning. Thomas ready, the pitch on the way to Alfonso, and he takes a fastball strike, 0-1. You can really call it at this point the National League worst. Padres in first at 50-46. The rest of the division is all sub 500. Thomas's pitch. Alfonso takes low and inside. A ball 1-1. As a matter of fact, since June 1st, the team with the best record in the National League West has been the last place Colorado Rockies at a whopping 18-26, along with the Giants at 18-26. Padres are 17-27, as are the Dodgers. Here's a swing, a little flare foul on the first base side. 1-2 to count on Alfonso. Arizona is 16-29. At this pace, the Padres could win the division with 85 games, 85 wins, which would be just one better than the 97 Astros, who hold the mark for the worst record for a first-place division team at 84-78. There's a curveball, looked into center field. Pride coming on, sliding, and he'll make the catch. Rolling head over heels, he hangs on and puts it back in towards the infield. So Kerr is fine for the fine sliding grab, taking a hit away from Edgardo Alfonso. One out in the third as Mickey Lopez holds at first, and that'll bring up Tom Linden, who struck out swinging his first time up. Rockies in last place, 15.5 games back. It has been a division that's been plagued with injuries up and down the entire 5-team division. There's a toss to first, sending Lopez back. Lopez a front to go. He's stolen 13 bases, but he's been thrown out 6 times. 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the third, 3-2 Fresno. Thomas's pitch, low and inside, a breaking ball, the count's 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to count on Linden. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the right-hander Thomas. Linden just 2 homers away from tying Damon Minor for the all-time Fresno home run lead. There's a fastball strike to the inside corner, steps go to first, and Lopez scrambles back in ahead of the tag of Kotzman. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Tom Linden. He has 60 home runs in a Fresno uniform. Damon Minor had 62. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Linden. Now Thomas's pitch. Long on and foul at the first base side, and it's 1-2 now on Linden. And the Stingers back home tomorrow against Las Vegas. Again, Harmon Killebrew, the Hall of Famer, 573 career home runs, 8th on the all-time home run list right now, with Rafael Palmeiro just 5 blasts behind him. Will be at Franklin Covey Field tomorrow to throw out the first pitch and sign autographs. 1-2 the count on Linden. Thomas ready to pitch. Fastball inside at the knees, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fresno 3, Salt Lake 2. We're in the bottom of the third. Thomas throws over, and Lopez dives back in safely ahead of the tag of Kotzman. Then Stingers taking on Las Vegas coming up. The 2-2 pitch to Linden. Again, the turn of the toss to first, and the runner's back. The Buzz Stingers franchise has won 97 games against the Stars in 51 with 68 losses. 3 wins in this series obviously would be 100 wins. It would be the second team they've been able to pick up their 100th win against, Tucson being the other. Now the 2-2 pitch. Linden swings at the chopper to Callasco at second. He's got it, goes to second for 1. Smith freely to first, into the dirt, not in time. Tough one to turn 2 on anyway. That one took 2 high hops on the way to Callasco. And the runner, Lopez, was in on Smith as he tried to release that throw, but they get the lead runner, Lopez. 4-6 on the putout. 2 down. Linden over at first for Brian Dallimore, who fouled out for the shortstop, Casey Smith, his first time up. Excuse me, he fouled out to the catcher, Ryan Buddy. For some reason, I had written a 6 on the scorecard, but it was actually a put-out 2. So Linden at first, 2 outs. Thomas ready to pitch. Dallimore swings and he pops it up foul. First base side out of play. So the count on Brian Dallimore, 0 balls and 1 strike. Last night's game seemed to take forever. 3 hours, 19 minutes. The second longest 9-inning game played by the Stingers this year. Thomas ready to pitch. Curveball, way down and missed. The count 0-2 now. The longest was on April 20th. It took 3 hours, 26 minutes for the Stingers to win at Las Vegas 8-3. Last night's contest was only the 4th game since May 1st for the Stingers. 9-inning game, that is, to go over the 3-hour mark. The 0-2. Fastball inside of the knees. 1-2 the count on Dallimore. Our first base, Linden. 2 down, bottom of the 3rd. 3-2 Fresno. The infield back, the outfield straight away. The pitch. Swung on, little 2-hopper back to Thomas on the 3rd base side of the hill. He'll glove it and toss to first to retire Dallimore and the side. Here in the 3rd, no runs, 1 hit. 1 runner was left on base. At the end of 3, it's Fresno 3 and the Stingers 2 on ESPN 1230.
More Stingers baseball after this on ESPN 1230 AM.
What's that sound, you ask? It's my car guzzling gas. And that's me singing the blues at the price of gasoline. When gas prices have you down, let Cypress Credit Union pick you up with up to $20 in gasoline and auto loan financing as low as 4.99% APR. That's right. When you get an auto loan at Cypress Credit Union, we'll give you up to $20 in free gasoline. If your auto loan rate is higher than 4.99%, or if you're buying a new vehicle, call Cypress Credit Union today at 260-7700. Or you can apply at any of our 9 branches throughout Salt Lake Valley or on our website at cypresscu.com. Buying a new car is a big decision, but financing with Cypress Credit Union is an easy one with up to $20 in gasoline and auto loan financing as low as 4.99% APR. Now I'm filled with joy as I drive away from Cypress Credit Union in my new car with a full tank of gas. Woo-hoo! Cypress Credit Union.
Toy Share International is the newest and fastest growing outdoor recreation company in Utah. Toy Share International gives you access to motorhomes, ski boats, wave runners, 4-wheel ATVs, snowmobiles, and a whole lot more. No more worries about insurance or storage or maintenance. And best of all, no more headaches. Why have only one toy when you can have them all? Join for as low as $99 a month. Call Toy Share International at 748-1449.
Finally go to the 4th inning, and it is a 3-2 Fresno lead. Nick Cornell, Luke Allen, and Brian Gordon do up to face right-hander Matt Cain. Cornell struck out swinging his first time up, shows bunt with Alfonso deep at 3rd, and takes low and outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count on Gorno, who's been known so far this season. Dropped the bunt down for a base hit. Started inning. There's a swing at a fastball and a foul tip into the glove. The catcher hot, and that evens the count at 1-1. First for every Stingers home run hit this year. Siegfried and Jensen will donate $100 to the Utah Special Olympics. Siegfried and Jensen, the law firm for accident victims. Gorno shows bunt again. This time the slider's in on the outside corner at the knees for strike 1 and 2. Stingers have hit exactly 100 home runs this year, making the total donation $10,000. A 1-2 pitch. Gorno swings and lifts it in the air to left field. Doug Clark coming in and over towards the line a bit. And he'll make the catch for out number 1. So Gorno flies out, 1 away, and that'll bring up Luke Allen, who was called on strikes his first time up. So 1 out, base is empty here in the 4th. Again, Tacoma won earlier today. So the Stingers need a win to retain their 2-game lead. Otherwise, the Rainiers will be back to within 1. Allen swings it. It's a ground ball fair inside the first base bag. That's going to roll all the way down to the corner where it's picked up near the 335 mark by Ramirez. And Luke Allen is into second base with a lead, a one-out double. So Allen with his 13th two-bagger. The Stingers have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. That'll bring up Brian Gordon, who's flied out to Marquis Grissom in center field. His first time up. Again, Brian Gordon with an 11-game hitting streak going on. His longest of the year. Luke Allen, the potential tying run out at second base. 1 out. And Payne's first pitch to Brian. Gordon takes a curveball and it's an ease for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Gordon on the season 2 for 5 against Kane. Now the pitch, swing a ground ball, foul. That one quickly into the Fresno dugout at first, but now Thornton's in the hole, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Then just a brief 4-day homestand. 5 games against Las Vegas before the Stingers go to Albuquerque and then make their first ever trip to Round Rock, Texas. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and Brian's upset with himself for going after it. Strikeout number 3 for Kane, and now there's 2 outs here in the 4th. And it's up to Ryan Buddy to try to knock home Luke Allen with that tying run. Buddy flied out to Clark in left field his first time up. Jason Giambi has homered in the 4th. The Yankees now lead the Angels 3-0. A runner at second base, 2 out as Kane deals. Breaking ball, and it's an ease for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Buddy waving that bat out over the plate. The outfield straight away. The infield back. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a foul. Back into the upper deck, and it's quickly 0-2. First 3 innings, Kane spent most of the time behind in the count to the Salt Lake batters, but that's not been the case here in the 4th inning. No balls, 2 strikes to count on Buddy as Kane delivers. Fastball high, 1-2 the count on Ryan. 3-2 Fresno here in the 4th. They've out hit the Stingers 5-4. Kane ready, and the 1-2 pitch to Buddy. Swing and a fastball, and a foul tip into the glove of Hahn for a strikeout number 4 for Kane. So the Stingers waste a 1-out double. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Fresno 3 and the Stingers 2 on ESPN 1230.
Morris Murdoch Travel fly you to Hawaii from just $709 complete, including round-trip air and 5 nights accommodations. Just $709 complete. At that price, you can afford to enjoy the aloha spirit in Hawaii, America's premier vacation destination. So it's into the sun and fun of Hawaii from just $709 for air and 5 nights hotel. Valid on select departure dates. Some restrictions apply. Call Morris Murdoch Travel at 1-888-999-4646 for details. Or plan to take the family to Disneyland for just $181 per person, quad occupancy, including 3 days and 2 nights at the Hilton Anaheim Hotel and a 3-day Disneyland Resort Park Hopper bonus ticket. Disneyland from just $181 quad, including 2 nights hotel and a 3-day Park Hopper pass. Prices based on 2 adults and 2 children staying in the same room. Some restrictions apply, so call 1-888-999-4646 for details. Hawaii from $109 complete and Disneyland land packages at the Hilton Anaheim Hotel from $181. Call Morris Murdoch Travel for details. Hey, kids, would you like to attend a private baseball clinic with players from the Salt Lake Stingers? Or would you like to run the bases next Tuesday night before the game? Or how about a free grass berm seat at the next Tuesday or Sunday home game? You can have it all and more when you join Wendy's Stingers Kids Club. Visit any participating Wendy's old-fashioned hamburgers rotation and pick up your registration materials. Or sign up at any Stingers home game. Look for the Wendy's banner near the concession stands at the ballpark. Join the Stingers Kids Club, presented by Wendy's. Wait, there's more. A Stingers t-shirt and Kids Club membership card, a pizza party, a chance to throw out the first pitch.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Ready to go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Stingers had a chance to tie it, but were unable to cash in on the one-out double by Luke Allen. So it'll be Doug Clark, Tony Torcaro, and Yamid Hahn. 2 up as the Stingers trail 3-2. Clark hit the cover off the baseball his last time up, but he lined it right at Casey Kotzman for the first out of the second inning. This pitch on the way, lifted in the air towards left. Nick Corno back about 6 steps. Now Kent underneath it, and he'll make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the fourth. Brings up Tony Torcaro, who doubled to right center field. His first at bat, and then came home on the Hahn home run. So 1 out, bases empty. Don't forget, you can help me if you're between the ages of 8 and 13. Call the action from the press box as the Great Clips Junior broadcaster for a game. Enter to win at any Wasatch Front Great Clips location as Torcaro takes a fastball strike on the outside corner to the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to pitch. Torcaro grounds 1 foul outside the coach's box over at first base. The count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Final meeting of the year between the Stingers and the Grizzlies. Now Thomas's pitch. Fastball high, 1-2 the count. Again, the Stingers have won 9 out of the 15 games so far, but they're 3-4 here at Grizzly Stadium. The 1-2 on its way. That's a fastball outside of Panini's, ball 2. 2-2 the count on Tony Torcaro. 3-2 Grizzlies here in the bottom of the fourth as Thomas deals. Swung on, and that's popped up. Left side of the infield, Adam Pavkovich and Casey Smith converging. Casey with the call, and the Cats on the infield third for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Yamid Hahn, who put the Grizzlies ahead in the second with a 2-run home run over the wall in center field. So 2 out, bases home, empty for Hahn. His 9th home run of the year on that blast, equaling his total last year with the Portland Beavers. Pitch on the way, fastball inside the knees, ball 1, although this ballpark certainly more hitter-friendly than PGE Park in Portland is. On the 1-0. Long on, grounded right at Cayaspo at second, who gloves it. Sets and throws to first, and Evan Thomas for the first time tonight records a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across. We'll move to the 5th. It's Fresno 3 and the Stingers 2 on ESPN 1230.
KJQS Murray, Salt Lake City. We'll all go on Clips at the ESPN Radio AM 1230. Worldwide leader in sports. Potato Broadcasting Station.
Sitting next to the Boston Red Sox, sitting next to the Denver Broncos, just down the road of BYU. Fans! Only at Fans can you find the newest and freshest sports gear from all the great college and pro teams. Looking for a new or retro Utah Jazz jersey? Fans has it. Fans has it. Trying to find a fitted baseball cap featuring your favorite team logo? Fans is the place. Fans is the place. Whether you're looking for hats, shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, warm-ups, jerseys, or duffel bags, you'll find it at Fans. You'll find it at Fans. Plus, Fans even has fun logoed sports gear and memorabilia, including signed basketballs. footballs, and jerseys from the best players. And remember, for all the freshest Utah Jazz gear, get to Fans for Jerseys golf shirts, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, and warm-up gear featuring the new blue and white Jazz colors. Open 6 days a week in the Delta Center and all major malls across the Wasatch Front. Fans.
Hello, Frank.
Susan, weren't you just...
Hello, Frank.
Susan, weren't you just out in the parking lot?
Hello, Frank.
What's going on here? I'm seeing Susan everywhere.
Since we got those office machines from Automated Business Products, Susan's been unbelievably efficient. It's like having 12 office managers. And I'm taking Susan 7 out for dinner.
Get unduplicated sales, servicing, and leasing from Automated Business Products, an authorized Savin dealer. Automated Business Products. Work smart, get automated.
Go to the fifth inning, 3-2 Fresno. Casey Smith, Alberto Callaspo, and Adam Papsevich due up to face right-hander Matt Cain. Casey swings and misses at a fastball, strike one. Smith grounded a single to left field his first time up, leading off the third, and eventually came around to score the second run on the triple by Callaspo. On the pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Middle of the game, reset of the Fresno defensive alignment here in the fifth. Doug Clark in left, Marquise Grissom in center, Julio Ramirez in right. The 0-2 pitch, fastball high, 1-2. Edgardo Alfonso at third, Brian Gallimore at short, Mickey Lopez at second, and Tony Torcados at first. A battery of Matt Cain pitching and Yamid Hug catching. The 1-2, third ball, low and outside the right-hand batter. The count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Manny Ramirez is homered in the ninth at Chicago. The Red Sox now lead the White Sox 6-5. The 2-2. Casey swings and slices one foul out of play to the upper deck down the right field line. And so the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes on Smith. 3-2 Fresno here in the fifth. 3 runs on 5 hits for the Grizzlies. 2 runs on 4 hits for the Stingers. Now Cain again, the 2-2. Fastball high, and that fills the count at 3-2. Yankees lead the Angels 3-1 in the fifth. A's lead the Rangers 5-4 in the ninth. On the 3-2 payoff pitch. Long on, jammed him, and he pops it up out behind second base. Lopez is there, and he'll put it away for the first out of the inning. 1 down to the top of the order, and Alberto Callaspo 1 for 2 with an RBI triple his last time up. But later on in the inning, he was thrown out trying to tag up and score from third on a fly ball to a little bit less than medium left field. As Doug Clark threw a 1-hop strike to the plate, a little bit offline, but early enough to where he was able to get the tag down. As Callaspo lifts that one in the air to left, Doug Clark coming in this time. He's there, and he'll put it away for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Adam Paskovich, who's 0 for 2. Salt Lake alumnus of the day from yesterday, pitcher Aaron Small, who made 3 relief appearances for the Stingers in 2001. Going 0-1 with a 1.69 earned run average with a surprise starter for the Yankees last night. There's a fastball high, ball 1, and all he did was pitch 5 1/3 innings, gave up 3 runs on 5 hits with 3 strikeouts to get the win. New York's 8-4 win over Texas. The 1-0 pitch, fastball strike to the outside corner for the A's, 1-1. That was Small's first major league start in 9 years. The 1-1 pitch, and Paskovich takes a changeup high, ball 2. The 2 balls, 1 strike to count on the right-hand batter. 2 out, bases empty here in the fifth. Cain's 2-1 offering. Fastball high and away from the right-hand hitter. The count on Paskovich is 3-1. Will Casey Coxman do that? Another triple-digit day here in Fresno. The 3-1 pitch. Paskovich swings and he pops it up. Shallow left center field. Gallimore, the shortstop, being called off by the center fielder Grissom coming in. And Marquise Grissom makes the running catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down to the Stingers in the fifth. We're halfway through the scheduled 9-rounder with a score. Fresno 3 and the Stingers 2 on ESPN 1230.
More Stingers baseball after this on ESPN 1230 AM.
In baseball and in life, crossing home plate is the ultimate goal. With a home equity or mortgage loan from America First Credit Union, you can get there. Besides low interest rates, most America First home loans have no closing costs or appraisal fees. Apply today, and you'll be entered into a weekly drawing for a home away from home vacation at the beautiful Homestead Resort in Midway. So if you're looking to buy, build, remodel, or just get away, click, call, or come into America First. No purchase necessary. Contest ends August 30th, 2005. Rules available at AmericaFirst.com. Equal housing lender. At America First Credit Union, members come first.
There's no place like home. Play ball!
Looking to pitch a perfect game the next time your home team gets hungry? It is time to go to your ace, Carl Budding. Nothing tops original Carl Budding thin sliced meats for taste. With 9 great flavors like honey ham, oven roasted turkey, and corned beef, you'll know you have the variety to go into extra innings if you have to. And we're talking legendary Major League convenience with the ability to work your lineup from snack time to meal time. Hey, looks like you're in complete control with Carl Budding.
All right, we go down to the bottom of the 5th inning. Julio Ramirez, Marquise Grissom, and Mickey Lopez. The base right-hander, Evan Thomas, in a 3-2 ball game. Fresno with the 1-run lead. So now Ramirez, the batter. He struck out swinging his first time up. Thomas winds and the pitch. Fastball a little bit low, ball 1. Our 5th inning, middle of the game reset. The Stingers defensive alignment. Coming up after Thomas starts his windup for the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and there it goes. Deep center field. It's up there, it's out there, and it's gone. Into the swimming pool in left center field. A home run for Julio Ramirez. And now it's a 4-2 Fresno lead. Well, it's home run or nothing for Julio Ramirez, and that time it was a home run. His 17th of the year, his 3rd of this series, and his 7th against Salt Lake. So Ramirez biting the hand that once fed him, and for Evan Thomas, that's his 2nd home run surrendered. Now that'll bring us to Marquise Grissom, who singled and grounded out. The pitch is low, ball 1. We're in the 5th, and Evan has not gone past 5 innings in any of his appearances this year. The 1-0. Third ball struck on the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Thomas's pitch. Swung on and lofted to center field. Curtis Pry underneath it. Coming in now is step for 2, and he'll make the catch out in straightaway center for out number 1. Brings up Mickey Lopez, who reached on an infield single. The Grizzlies have done it in various manners in this series. But for Fresno, since the series has shifted here, that was their 9th home run in the 5 games. Or the 4 games, I should say. The pitch on the way, and it's low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count on Lopez, who besides the infield single has a sacrifice. There's a pitch, breaking ball low, 2-0 to count on Lopez. Outfield shaded towards left. Patkovich in on the edge of the grass at third as Lopez lifts this one in the air to left field. Cornell coming in and over towards the line. He's there, and he'll put it away for out number 2. So Lopez retired. 2 out. That'll bring up Edgardo Alfonso, who doubled in the first Fresno run. Back in the first inning. Wide to center field his last time up. Red Sox 6, White Sox 5, going into the bottom of the ninth in Chicago, thanks to the ninth inning home run by Manny Ramirez, his 26th of the year. Pitch on the way, and that time Alfonso is jammed. He rolls one to short. Casey Smith has it, and he'll throw a strike to first, and that retires the side. 1 run, 1 hit, the leadoff home run by Ramirez, and nobody left on base. After 5 complete, it's now Fresno 4 and the Stingers 2 on ESPN 1230.
Where can you find the Utah Jazz sitting next to the Boston Red Sox, sitting next to the Denver Broncos, just down the road of BYU? Fans! Only at Fans can you find the newest and freshest sports gear from all the great college and pro teams. Looking for a new or retro Utah Jazz jersey? Fans has it. Fans has it. Trying to find a fitted baseball cap featuring your favorite team logo? Fans is the place. Fans is the place. Whether you're looking for hats, shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, warm-ups, jerseys, or duffel bags, you'll find it at Fans. You'll find it at Fans. Plus, Fans even has fun logoed sports gear and memorabilia, including signed basketballs, footballs, and jerseys from the best players. And remember, for all the freshest Utah Jazz gear, get to Fans for jerseys, golf shirts, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, and warm-up gear, featuring the new blue and white Jazz colors. Open 6 days a week in the Delta Center and all major malls across the Wasatch Front. Fans!
Taco Del Mar has a question. You like lunch? Start with a tortilla the size of a trampoline. Then pile on the meat, beans, veggies, and freak out on the jalapenos. Call the office. Tell them you're gone for the day. See ya. Head to the beach, the mountains, the lake. That's Taco Del Mar, baby. That's your inner Baja. Beat it with a Monte made-to-order burrito or a pile of ripping fish taco. It's fast, super tasty fresh nuts with a bit of Baja attitude. Taco Del Mar. Release your inner Baja.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the 6th inning. Stingers now once again trail by 2 at 4-2. Casey Coxman, Curtis Pride, and Nick Cornell do up the 3, 4, and 5 hitters in the Salt Lake batting order. Coxman has grounded out and walked in 2 plate appearances. Swings and misses out in front of a splitter, and the count's 0-1. No ball, 1 strike to count. Time for our 6th inning update of the average scoreboard as well. The 0-1. This is blowing outside. The count on Coxman, 1-1. They're in the 9th at New Orleans, Oklahoma. Leading the Zephyrs 6-3. Now the 1-1 pitch. Coxman strikes and holds up. The slider catches the inside corner to knees for a strike. 1-2. Memphis scored 2 runs in the 10th to beat Nashville 3-1 to salvage the final game of the series and pull back to within 5 of first place. Coxman takes the fastball inside, 2-2. Albuquerque beat Iowa 5-1. Colorado Springs in the 7th leads Las Vegas 7-2. Sacramento and Portland scoreless in the 3rd. 2-2 to Coxman, grounded left side. Nice convenient belt high bounce for Alfonso. Steps and throws to first, and there's 1 out here in the 6th inning. They have only been able to get the leadoff man on once in an inning, and that runner did come around to score. Now here's Curtis Pride, who singled in the first Salt Lake run and then bounced to the mound his last time up, so he's 1 for 2. And 3 games going down to the wire, all with divisional race implications. First pitch to Pride. The curveball on the outside corner to knees, 0-1. Bottom of the 9th at Chicago. The White Sox trail the Red Sox 6-5. Kurt Schilling trying to finish it off. Oakland 6, Texas 4, the 9th at Arlington. The 0-1 pitch low and inside to the left-hand batter. The count on Pride, 1-1. Angels trail the Yankees 3-1. The Angels don't rally, and Oakland hangs on. The A's suddenly with the just 5.5 games back. And the pitch outside of the knees, ball 2. 2-1 to count on Pride. All the National League action been completed. The Mets blank the Padres 12-0. Cincinnati rallied with 5 in the 8th to beat the Cubs 9-6. Dodgers shut out the Phillies 1-0. Brewers rout the Cardinals 12-7, and Houston edged Washington 3-2, while Pittsburgh pounded Colorado 8-1. 2 balls and a strike to count on Pride. 4-2 Fresno here in the 6th. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch Swung on and tapped foul to right at home plate, and that evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Grizzlies tied it with 1 in the bottom of the first and took the lead on a 2-run homer by Yamid Ha to the second. The 2-2. Bryce takes a curveball low, ball 3. Singers got 1 back in the third, but a solo homer by Julio Ramirez in the fifth has once again given Fresno a 2-run lead. Now the 3-2 payoff pitch to Pride. Swung on and lifted foul out of play down the third base side. With the count remaining, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Singers needing a win, or they will suffer just their 5th series loss of the season. 3-2 payoff pitch, swinging a foul. Bryant just got a piece of it, and Odd could not hang on. So it's still 3-2. Also a Salt Lake loss that pulls Tacoma back to within 1 game of the first place Stingers. For the first time since there was a game and a half back on July 8th. Nearly 2 weeks ago. Now the 3-2 payoff pitch to Pride. Low and inside, ball 4. Second walk issued by King. And so Curtis jogs on down to first. With 1 out, the batter will be Nick Corno. Corno has struck out and flied out in 2 plate appearances. Corno getting set to stand in. Infield double play depth behind King with the outfield straight away and deep. Kane ready. The first pitch to Gorno. Pride takes off. The pitch is high. The throw to second base is high, and Pride is in for the stolen base. That's his 7th steal and 10 tries, and so the Stingers have a runner in scoring position now with 1 out. Now a 1-ball count on Nick Corno. Kane set. And the pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball, 1-1. Infield back all the way around now. Gordo. 67 runs batted in. He tops the ball club. Luke Allen 3 behind him at 64. Lopez over to second base. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball, 1-2. That's now a final in Chicago. The Red Sox beat the White Sox 6-5 on Manny Ramirez home run in the 9th inning. After Chicago had tied the game at 5-5 in the bottom of the 8th. 1-2 the count on Gorno. Lopez again towards second. This time Kane steps off. They try to keep Pride close. Luke Allen on deck as the 1-2 pitch comes home to Gorno. Swung on, little looper out toward short right, caught by Lopez. Now drops the ball, but he dropped it in trying to exchange it from his glove to his bare hand, so the out is recorded. For 2 outs, Pride holding at second base, and is up to Luke Allen. He doubled with 1 out of the 4th, but was never advanced past second base. Really the first game where Kane has looked like the highly regarded prospect that he has touted to be, at least against Salt Lake. He's had some pretty good outings against other clubs, but not against the Stingers. Came into this game with a 6-5 record overall. Now the pitch. Allen takes outside at the knees, ball 1. A 1 ball, no strikes to count. Pride at second base, 2 out, 4-2 Fresno here in the top of the 6th. The 1-0 pitch to Allen. Swung on and popped up. Third base side, Alfonso near the railing. room, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits. A walk and one runner was left on base. As we go to the bottom of the sixth, it remains Fresno 4, the Stingers 2 on ESPN 1230.
More Stingers baseball after this on ESPN 1230 AM.
When's the right time to get a Zions Bank Gold account? Well, say you're fresh out of college.
With your first real job. You probably want a gold account so you can take advantage of things like free internet banking and unlimited check writing. Or say you've reached a point in life when the kids have left home
And the Gold account gives you a rent-free safe deposit box and no issuing fees on traveler's checks. Or maybe you're about to
have your first child and you like the higher interest rates on gold account savings and discounted loan rates with flexible terms. So when's the right time
to get a Zions Bank Gold account? When you see all the benefits, you'll just know. For more information, visit your local Zions Bank branch or zionsbank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Preston Beckstrand, your Zions Bank personal banking representative in Pleasant Grove. Right now, when you sign up for a gold account, our branch will donate $25 to the local school of your choice.
Drug and alcohol abuse, violence, and crime are among the top problems facing our children today. Prevention Dimensions, a nationally recognized program, gives students a strong foundation to resist substance abuse and violence.
You drinking and drugs. You violence and crime.
Prevention Dimensions. For more information, log on to utahpd.org.
We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. It's a 4-2 ball game in favor of Fresno. It'll be Todd Linden, Brian Gallimore, and Doug Clark due up to face right-hander Evan Thomas. With a pitch shot foul to the right of home plate. 0-1 the count on Linden, who has struck out and reached on a fielder's choice tonight. Evan Thomas working into the sixth for the first time. As Thomas delivers the 0-1. Long on line to the left field, a base hit. Played on the second hop by Gorno, and the leadoff man's aboard for Fresno here in the sixth. That'll bring up Brian Gallimore's 0 for 2. Gallimore has fouled out and bounced back to the mound. Stingers can't afford really to fall behind by any more than the 2 runs they trail by right now. The runner at first base. Nobody out. The infield, a double play depth behind Thomas. First pitch to Gallimore on the way. Long on, line to center field, but right at Curtis Pride. It moves 2 steps to his left to make the Bill the high catch for out number 1. So Gallimore is retired, 1 away. Linden retreats to first base, and that'll bring up Doug Clark. He's lined to first and fly to left field. That's now a final at Arlington. The A's have rallied to defeat the Rangers tonight, 6-4. Well, that leaves the Yankees and Angels as the only game still going on in the major leagues right now. So 1 on, 1 out. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Strike 1. No balls. 1 strike to count. Now the pitch. Breaking ball. That's in at the knees for a strike. Now the count is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Waller at first base. 1 out the pitch. Walk on and a fly ball, shallow left center field. Price coming on, makes the catch. And back to first base goes Linden. So 2 outs, a runner at first, and that'll bring up Tony Torcato. Torcato doubled and scored in the second. He popped up to the shortstop Smith his last time up. In the seventh, the Stingers will have Gordon, Buddy, and Smith, the bottom third of the order, due up. Two outs, a runner at first base. 4-2 Fresno here in the bottom of the sixth. Pitch low for a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes to count. Linden trying to stretch that lead out over at first. The 1-0. Torcado yanks one foul, rattling the railing in front of the Fresno dugout at first, scattering some of the Grizzlies over there. So the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Outfield shaded towards left for Torcado. Now Thomas's pitch. Long on and foul. Back out of play. The count on Torcado's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Torcado out of the box momentarily. Thomas is ready. The right-hander set. Here's the 1-2. Instead to turn the toss to first. And Linden is back. And we'll greet you tomorrow night back home from Franklin County Field as Justin Mosley goes for the Stingers against right-hander Mike Neal for Las Vegas. 1-2 pitch. Torcado launches one to center. Pride back at the edge of the track. He'll make the catch in front of the 400-foot sign to retire the side after the leadoff single. The next 3 batters retired on fly balls to Curtis Pride. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the 7th. It's still Fresno 4, Stingers 2 on ESPN 1230.
Passion for power sports? Check out Plaza Cycle. Hey, I'm going to Plaza Cycle where I belong. Fantasy is free, you can't go wrong. Plaza Cycle has summer deals so amazing you'll walk in and find out. We have Honda's legendary street bikes up to $3,000 off. Check out exclusive Plaza Cycle deals on Honda-powered ATVs. Simply the best on earth. Up to $1,000 off. Plaza Cycle gives you 0 down and financing as low as 6.9% OAC. You can walk in with 0 down and ride out for as little as $49 a month. So little to pay for the ride of your life. Plaza Cycle is Utah's #1 source for outdoor motor fun and adrenaline on the run.
You'll be impressed. Walk in, ride out. Really Plaza Cycle Fun. In the warm Plaza Cycle Fun.
Located at 1379 West, 33rd South.
Hi, this is Ned Siegfried of Siegfried & Jensen. We all know Utah is a great sports state. At Siegfried & Jensen, we have important sponsorship relationships with several college teams throughout the state, as well as with many of the professional teams, including the Jazz, the Stingers, the Grizzlies, and Real Salt Lake. In sports, winning is important. The same is true if you're injured in an accident. To help ensure victory, you need a winning legal team on your side. If you've been injured, call Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the 7th inning. It's a 4-2 ball game. Fresno ahead by a pair. It'll be Brian Gordon, Ryan Buddy, and Casey Smith due up. A 7, 8, 9 hitters in the Stingers batting order. Stingers still in need of a man on base to get the tying run to the plate. Brian Gordon needed a hit to extend his hitting streak to 12 games. He takes inside of the belt, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The pitch, curve ball, and that misses low, ball 2. 2-0 the count on Brian Gordon leading off the 7th inning. Pitch, swinging a ground foul, skipping off the roof of the Fresno dugout into the seats. The count's 2-1. Time now for our Zions Bank 7th inning game summary. For Fresno, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. For the Stingers, 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Gordon swings and lifts one foul back into the left out of play, and that evens the count at 2-2. Grizzlies 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 in the fifth. Stingers 1 in the first and 1 in the third. Out of 2-2. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball down and in. He struck it out, and there's 1 down here in the 7th inning. That'll bring up Ryan Buddy, who's flied out to left and struck out swinging. Bases empty. The pitch. Anthony's a strike to Buddy. The count's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. The pitch. Buddy swings a broken back grounder foul outside the bag at first. The count's 0-2. Couldn't snap in half, but you could hear it crack upon contact. And so Buddy heads back to the dugout for a new piece of lumber. Aaron Anderson's delivered an RBI single. The Angels still batting in the bottom of the 6th, now trailing the Yankees by a run of 3-2 after once being down 3-0. 2 strikes the count on Ryan Buddy. His time starting to run out on the Stingers in this one. They've let one of the bottom feeders dictate things over the last few days. As Buddy pulls one down the left field line. That's a fair ball, rolling all the way to the wall. Playing to Karam is Clark, and Buddy's into second base, sliding in safely with a double. His 8th 2-bagger of the year, and now the Stingers have a runner at second base with 1 out. Well, they got a 1-out double in the 4th, but could not move Luke Allen around. Pride was at second base with 1 out in the 6th, and he was not advanced. And now here's Casey Smith with a runner at second, 1 out. Smith has singled and popped up. The pitch. Swung on, that's sliced foul out of play down the right field side, and the count's 0-1. It's only the 2nd time in the last 7 starts for Kane that he's gone into the 7th inning. 1 strike to count as activity now begins to stir in the Fresno bullpen. The 0-1. Fastball up and in. Smith held up his swing as he bailed out of the way, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike as a right-hander starts to throw in the Fresno bullpen. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Casey. Brandon Puffer throwing in the Fresno pen. Pitch. And swings and pops it up foul. First base side out of play, and now the count on Casey's 1-2. Fans booing as the ball bounced around the stands and ended up going back into the Fresno dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Casey. 4-2 Fresno here in the top of the 7th. The right-hander ready, the 1-2. Fastball inside. That one hits Smith from the left shoulder. A 1-2 pitch got away from Matt Cain, who hits his 5th batter of the year. For Casey Smith, it's the 2nd time that he's been hit. And now runners at first and second with 1 out for Alberto Castro. Castro 1 for 3 with an RBI triple back in the 3rd inning. Now the pitching coach, Tom Brown for Fresno, makes his way to the mound as Puffer continues to heat up down the right field line in the Fresno bullpen. And Needle probably starting to point towards empty on Kane. His shirt is soaked through out of the mound. And it's not like Major League Baseball where if the pitcher on a hot night or day is sweats through a uniform top that he can just go get another one. All played up higher. Casey Moser going out to break up the conversation. Again, Puffer The side-arming right-hander throwing in the Fresno bullpen. The runner at second base, buddy. Casey Smith at first with one out for Alberto Callaspo. Callaspo again a switch hitter batting to the left side against the right-hander Kane. First pitch on the way to Callaspo. Fastball struck on the outside corner to knees, 0-1. With the potential tying runs are on base. Now Kane ready, the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, lifted to center field. Easy play for Marquise Grissom, who comes in a couple of steps and makes the count for out number 2. 2 down, the runners hold, and it's up to Adam Pakovich, who's 0 for 3. Reached on an error and scored. He's flied to left and skied to center field. Stingers have left 4 runners on base in this game and have had another one thrown out at the plate trying to tag up and score on a fly ball to left field back in the 3rd inning. So it's up to Pakovich here. First pitch on the way. It's a curveball struck in the outside corner to knees, 0-1. Low ball, 1 strike to count. Kane ready to pitch. Curveball, that's in at the knees, and Pakovich quickly is in the hole, 0-2. Adam on the year, just 1 for 7 against Kane. 2 strikes the count on Pakovich. Now Kane delivered. Fastball high, 1-2 the count. This also guarantees that Brian Gordon will get another chance to bat to try to extend that hitting streak of his. Pitch. Pakovich slaps one foul up the first base side, and it's still 1-2. 4-2 Fresno here in the top of the 7th inning. The left-hander Gino Espinelli is throwing tougher in the Fresno bullpen. There's double barrel action down the right field line for the Grizzlies as Kane delivers the 1-2 to Pakovich. Fastball misses upstairs. The count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count, 2 out, 2 on. Deuces wild as the Stingers trail by 2. Now Kane ready, and the pitch on the way to Pakovich. Curveball low and outside, and that fills the count at 3-2. So with 2 outs, that means the runners will automatically be on the move with the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kane ready as the runners take off. Swung on and looped foul into the seats down the right field side, so we'll do it all over again. And the count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, Buddy, the runner at second. Smith is on at first. 2 outs. Again, big leads for the runners. Kane ready. There go the runners. The payoff pitch is swung on and hit high into the night sky, but into medium left center field. Doug Clark underneath this one, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 2 runners left. The Stingers 3 times out of the last 4 innings had a runner at second base with 1 out but could not score. 7th inning stretch time brought to you by America First Credit Union with a score. Fresno 4 and the Stingers 2 on ESPN 1230.
More Stingers baseball after this on ESPN 1230 AM.
Do you feel tired when you wake up? Do you feel exhausted during the day? Have you ever dozed off in a meeting or while watching TV? If you answered yes, you may have sleep apnea. Millions of Americans suffer from sleep apnea and don't even know it. The professionals at Med1 Medical can help you get the sleep you need. It is amazing how well you feel when you get a full night of refreshing sleep. Sleep Smart Gold is a proven program designed specifically for people with sleep apnea. Sleep apnea can be more harmful than just a poor night's sleep. High blood pressure and other cardiovascular complications are being diagnosed more and more frequently in patients with this disorder. A high percentage of these patients can be treated by addressing sleep apnea. If you suspect someone might have sleep apnea, call the professionals at Med1 Medical at 800-258-5329. With the help of a doctor, a program will be designed for you to obtain a golden night's sleep. Call Med1 Medical and find out how Sleep Smart Gold can help you get the sleep you deserve. Call today, 1-800-258-5329.
Wiener Schnitzel is proud to be the official hot dog of the Salt Lake Stingers, because if there's one thing Wiener Schnitzel loves besides hot dogs, it's baseball. And to prove our love, we've got a great deal for all you baseball fans. Wiener Schnitzel now proudly serves tasty-free soft serve treats. You can add it on to your favorite Wiener Schnitzel combo or come in for a snack. And while you're here at Wiener Schnitzel, you can enjoy a plain ketchup or mustard hot dog for just 79 cents. That's two great tastes at one great location, only at Wiener Schnitzel, the world's largest hot dog chain.
Well, we go to the bottom of the seventh inning. The seventh inning stretch brought to you by America First Credit Union. Click, call, or stop by the branch for any financial need you might have at America First Credit Union, where members' needs come first. Yamid Hod, Julio Ramirez, and Marquise Grissom, the 8-9-1 hitters, due up to face right-hander Evan Thomas. Fresno leading 4-2. It was Yamid Hod's two-run home run in the second that put the Grizzlies ahead. He also has since grounded to second base. Pitch on the way. Long out and a high fly ball, right center field, drifting over and underneath it is Curtis Pride, and he'll make the catch for out number one. That's four consecutive outs recorded on fly balls to Curtis Pride. Well, the Yankees once again bringing out the big lumber. They don't do much in the way of runs being scored by execution, hit and runs, and stolen bases. They just bludgeon people. 4 home runs for the Yankees tonight. 2 by Jason Giambi as New York now leads the Angels 5-2. Here's Julio Ramirez, who homered his last time up to reestablish a 2-run lead for Fresno. Thomas's curveball is low, ball 1. Well, for the most part, Evan has given the Stingers what they needed tonight, but the bats have gone quiet. A 1-0. Ramirez pops it up foul. First base side out of play, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, fastball inside. That one hits Ramirez. Second time in as many nights that a Stingers pitcher has hit Julio. Runner at first base, 1 out for Marquise Grissom. For Ramirez, that is the second time in 2 nights, second time all year he's been hit by a pitch. And for Evan Thomas, that's his second batter point. Here's Marquise Grissom, 1 for 3. Flied out to center field his last time up. Pitch on the way. Ramirez takes off. The pitch to strike. The throw bounces it, and Julio steals second base. His 15th stolen base in 19 tries. The count on Grissom 0-1, but a big insurance run now in scoring position for Fresno. 1 strike the count on Marquise Grissom. Thomas ready as activities underway in the Stingers bullpen. Dusty Bergman throwing. The 0-1 pitch inside for a ball. That evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Now Thomas has set the pitch. Third ball smashed to third. Oh, Pavkovich has it. Staggers, gets up, throws to first for the out. What a play by Pavkovich. A rocket off the bat of Grissom. Pavkovich somehow got a glove on it. It literally knocked him backwards to the ground. but it got to him so quickly he had time to recover and throw to first base for the out. So 2 down. That'll bring up Nicky Lopez, who's 1 for 2. Right out to left, his last time up. Time called as Thomas calls the catcher Ryan Buddy out from behind home plate. 4-2 Fresno here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Now the catcher Buddy back behind the plate. Thomas ready and the pitch. Third ball low, ball 1. 2 outs in the 7th. The runner at second base for the Grizzlies, who lead it 4-2. Time call as Thomas steps off. 1 ball the count on Lopez. Thomas ready, the 1-0. Quick and a miss out in front of the changeup, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stingers trailing here in the 7th. This year they've won 6 and lost 31 when trailing after 7. 6 and 33 with trailing after 8. The 1-1 pitch. Lopez swings. It's a 1-hopper flag down by Thomas. He'll set and throw to first, and that'll do it for the Grizzlies in the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left on the base paths at the end of 7th. It's Fresno 4 and the Stingers 2 on ESPN 1230.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we know how much you count on your vehicle. So when it needs repairs, body work, or a new windshield, where should you take it? Go to America's most recommended name in damaged vehicle repair. That's right. In an independent nationwide customer satisfaction survey, Abra Auto Body and Glass is the company most recommended to family and friends for quality of work, customer communication, and overall service. Why? Maybe it's our commitment to safety. Abra spends more to train our technicians than anyone else in the industry, and every repair meets our strict safety standards. Maybe it's our lifetime warranty that backs up all those repairs. Or that Abra works with over 500 insurance companies nationwide to make your claims process a snap. Whatever the reason, Abra Auto Body and Glass is proud to be so highly regarded. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an appointment.
Papa Delmar has a question. You like lunch? Start with a tortilla the size of a creme brulee. Then pile on the meat, beans, veggies, and freak out on the jalapenos. Call the office. Tell them you're gone for the day. See ya. Head to the beach, the mountains, the lake.
That's Taco Del Mar, baby. That's your inner Baja.
With a Monzo made-to-order burrito or a pile of ripping fish tacos. It's fast, super tasty fresh nuts with a bit of Baja attitude. Taco Del Mar. Release your inner Baja.
For the Grizzlies as we go now to the top of the 8th inning. Fresno leading 4-2. Marquise Grissom leads the game. Julio Ramirez moves from right to center. Jed Hansen comes into play right field, and now pitching is left-hander Jack Kastner, coming out for the 28th time this year. He has been virtually unhittable for Fresno. He's 2-0 in 27 appearances, 3 saves, a 0.92 earned run average. And the PCL batting a minuscule 167 against Jack Kastner, who's retired all 6 Stingers batters that he has faced. He'll face Casey Kotzman, Curtis Pride, and Nick Gorneau. Kastner just down from San Francisco, where he appeared in 9 games. No decision with an ERA of 3. 0 for 1 in save opportunities. First pitch to Kotzman. Pulled there past the first baseman Torcano down to the right field corner. Kotzman around first on his way to second as Hansen recovers the ball, and Casey's into second base for the leadoff double. That's his 17th two-bagger, and so the Stingers have a runner at second with nobody out. Only the second time tonight they've been able to put the leadoff man on base. So now here's Curtis Pride, who's 1 for 2 plus a walk. Matt Cain went 7 innings for Fresno. Gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, only 1 of which was earned. He struck out 5 and walked 2. Now Jack Pastner has a runner at second base with nobody out, and Curtis Pride, the hitter. Hudson lead at second base. Stingers trailing by a pair here in the 8th. Pastner ready to pitch. Breaking ball low, ball 1. Nick Corneau is on deck. Ball, no strikes to count. Gino Evil coaching at third, hoping to wave a few runners around here. The 1-0 pitch to Pride. Third ball strike to the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. Pastner 6'3", 190, his 6th year. 4-7 in 18 appearances, 9 starts for the Grizzlies last season. He was originally drafted out of high school by the Angels in the 37th round, but decided to go to college instead. University of Wisconsin Oshkosh, one of the top Division III programs in the country. Here's a curveball in the dirt, gets away from Hod, and on to third base on the wild pitch goes Scotsman. So the count 2-1. Pastner released for the first 2 batters. A little bit off his game after being sent down from the Giants. They're trying to take advantage of it. For Pastner, just his second wild pitch as a Grizzly. A runner at third now with nobody out, and a 2-ball, 1-strike count on Curtis Pride. As Pastner deals. Pride takes a curveball low, ball 3. 3-1 the count on Pride. They're trying to come back. They trail by 2 at 4-2 here in the 8th. They're ready for 3-1 to Curtis. Low ball 4. Now the Stingers have runners at the corners with nobody out. And that'll bring up Nick Corneau, who's 0 for 3. He is struck out, fly out, and popped up as pitching coach Tom Brown charged to the mound to talk things over with Pastner. Corneau facing the Fresno southpaw for the first time this season. Rusty Bergman throwing in the Stingers bullpen. He'll likely come on in the bottom of the 8th as the Stingers got 7 innings tonight out of Evan Thomas. His longest outing of the year. At least in regard to innings pitched. That 5-inning appearance against Sacramento, he threw 95 pitches in those 5 innings. So runners at the corners for the Stingers with nobody out. Hopkins at third, Pride representing the potential tying run over at first. Infield double play that. They'll gladly turn 2 on a grounder in exchange for the run. Pastner ready, and the first pitch to Corneau. Third ball struck on the inside corner, belled high, and the count's 0-1. 0 ball, 1 strike to count on Corneau. Outfield straight away. Pastner set. Here's the 0-1. Fastball high, 1-1 the count. Don't forget all Monday and now Sunday home games are Harmon's family days and nights. Stop by your local Harmon store. Pick up a voucher that's good for 7 family members to get it for $15 and redeem it at the Stingers box office. Harmon's, your neighborhood grocer. Again, that's now on Sundays as well as Mondays. Pastner ready. The 1-1 pitch to Corneau. Popped up on the infield. First base side is going to take it. The first baseman coming down the line. Torquato has it, and that's out number 1. A big out there. Now here's Luke Allen, who's 1 for 3. He had 1 hit, a double in the 4th inning. The golden opportunities that the Stingers can't let get away from them. is at the corners, one out, and the catcher hot out in front of the plate with a defensive signal on what they'll do in case Curtis is on the move. Pride already with a stolen base in this ballgame. His 7th of the year in 10 tries. Cashner ready, lefty versus lefty here in the first pitch to Luke. Swing and a miss at a big curveball, strike one. Luke needs a long ball to extend his streak of home runs to 3 straight games, but he's hitting only .237 against lefties, and just 3 of his 19 home runs have come against southpaws. The 0-1. Strike two, breaking ball in at the knees, and now Allen's in the hole, 0-2. With Brian Gordon due next. Brewers come into this game having dropped 4 their last 5 ball games. The 0-2 pitch on the way to Allen. Ball outside at the knees, 1-2 the count as Hogg set up outside. Master hit the target but missed off the corner. 1-2 the count on Luke. And Tacoma won earlier today, 3-2. Stingers need a win, otherwise their lead will be down to 1 game in the North Division. The 1-2 pitch to Allen on the way. Fastball outside at the belt, ball 2. That draws some complaints from the umpires in the green seats as the pitcher Cashner snaps back at the ball as it's tossed to him by Yanid Hahn. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Infield double play, depth behind Cashner. Allen waiting. Cashner from the belt. The 2-2 pitch is Pride takes off, and Allen slices one foul on a play down the left field side. The count remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Back to first goes Curtis. 4-2 Fresno here in the 8th. Got a right-hander up in the Grizzlies bullpen. Cashner ready, the 2-2. Instead, the toss to first, and Pride is back. 2-2 the count on Luke Allen. Right-hander Mitch Wiley throwing in the Grizzlies pen. Outfield playing Allen to pull despite the left-hander out there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cashner ready. Here's the pitch. There goes Pride. Third ball into the dirt. Skipped by Hahn. Coxman will come in from third to score. And Pride's going to go all the way to third. And it's now a 1-run game at 4-3 as Curtis Pride goes all the way from first to third on a wild pitch as Coxman comes in to score. That's the second wild pitch of the inning by Cashner. So now the count on Allen is full at 3-2. It's now a 4-3 game, and the tying run is just 90 feet away. Now the infield is in all the way around. Pride will get credit on for a stolen base, of course. A 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out of a curveball. There's 2 outs here in the 8th. Now here's Brian Gordon, who's 0-3. Brian needs a base hit here to bring in the tying run. He also needs a base hit here to extend his hitting streak to 12 games. Tying run 90 feet away. Cashner ready, and the pitch to Gordon. Line down the right field line. That's a fair ball into the corner. Here comes Pride with the tying run. Brian takes the turn at first, and Hill heads to second base. He's going to try for 3. Here comes the relay throw by Lopez. The head first slide, and he's safe. It's an RBI triple for Brian Gordon, and the game is tied at 4-4. And Brian does everything that we asked. Extend the hitting streak and drive in the tying run. And he does so with his second three-base hit of the year. And now the Stingers have the go-ahead run at third. With 2 out, the batter will be Ryan Buddy. He's 1 for 3. Double to left his last time up. And now Gordon at third. 2 out. Masters pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Out in front of an 82-mile-per-hour changeup. No balls, 1 strike to count on Buddy. Gordon trying to coax a balk out of the pitcher at third. The pitch down low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Kastner has another wild pitch in him. 4-4 score now here in the 8th inning. Kastner ready, the 1-1 to Buddy. Fastball inside at the knees, ball 2. 94-mile-per-hour fastball that just missed. 2-1 the count on Buddy with the go-ahead running Brian Gordon over at third. 2 outs, 2-1 the count on Buddy. Kastner ready, here's the pitch. Swung on and lifts it foul out of play into the upper deck, peak down the right field line. The count's even at 2-2. The 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. The outfield straight away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. He struck him out on a breaking ball, and that retires the side. But 2 runs scored on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner was left on base. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, it's now the Stingers 4 and the Grizzlies 4 on ESPN 1230.
More Stingers baseball after this on ESPN 1230 AM.
Being a Mercedes owner, you'll just have to face the fact that people will look, people will talk. But that's nothing new. The world has been fascinated by the legendary Mercedes-Benz for years. Now owning a Mercedes has never been easier. The all-new Mercedes-Benz of Linden just off I-15 exit 273 in Utah County, minutes from downtown Salt Lake City, and a phone call away at 222-4400. At Mercedes-Benz of Linden, purchase the sporty C230 compressor sedan for under $30,000. All Mercedes models are available, including the exclusive AMG models, like the CL and SL 65s. The first legendary Mercedes-Benz designed auto-house facility in the United States, featuring quick-delivery service bays and legendary same-day service. Being noticed is a good thing. Mercedes-Benz of Linden, selling legendary cars, providing legendary service. Stop by or call today, 222-4400, Mercedes-Benz of Linden.
Mercedes-Benz of Linden, part of the Larry H. Miller Auto Group.
When the game's on the line and the home crowd's getting restless, there's only one thing you want to see at the plate. Carl Budding thin sliced meats. With 9 great flavors like honey ham, oven roasted turkey, and corned beef, Budding has the variety to handle anything your team throws at it. Convenience like that is always a game winner. And you know you can count on Budding to deliver plenty of power in the taste department. Hey, so pencil Carl Budding into your lineup for a home run every time.
The bottom of the 8th inning, and Dusty Bergman is now on for the Stingers here in the 8th inning. Bergman making his 31st appearance of the year. He's won 5 and lost 3 with 4 saves and a 2.36 home run average. PCL batting .273 against Dusty. He'll face the Stingers in the ball game as the pitch is in the dirt. 1-1 to Alfonso. He's doubled in a run, fly to center, and bounced to short. Bergman last worked on Monday, faced 2 batters, gave up a hit, and recorded a strikeout. The 1-1. Swung on, rolled toward short. Casey Smith has it on the fourth hop. The step and the throw across. On target and in time for out number 1. So Alfonso retired. That'll bring up Todd Linden, who's 1 for 3. He singled to left his last time up. The final line on Thomas again. 7 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned. No walks, 2 strikeouts, 2 hit batters, 1 wild pitch, and 2 home runs allowed. So 1 out, nobody on here in the 8th. Stinger's 9th inning. They'll have Casey Smith, Alberto Castro, and Adam Paskovich due up. As Linden takes a curveball inside of Panini's ball 1. And the right-hander Wiley throwing in the Fresno bullpen. They'll likely see him in the 9th. Pitch. Fastball in the Panini's. A strike, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Fans not happy with that call, and neither is the hitter Linden. Stingers with a 2-run 8th, tying this game up at 4-4. Pitch. Fastball outside, 2-1. Vladimir Guerrero just hit a grand slam. And the Angels have taken a 6-5 lead over the Yankees in the bottom of the 7th inning. The 2-1. Bringing a ground foul at the third base side, 2-2. He hit it off of Tom Gordon. 2-2 the count on Linden. Berkman ready to pitch. Line shot to left. It's up there. It's out there, and the Grizzlies are back out in front. A home run for Todd Linden, is leading 24th of the year, and now the Grizzlies are back out in front by a score of 5-4. All that hard work to get back into the ball game gone on one swing of the bat. Linden now just 1 away from being the Grizzly franchise all-time home run leader, at least tying for the lead. For Berkman, that is his 6th home run surrendered this year. There's a pitch back on the outside corner to knees to Brian Dallimore, who's 0 for 3. The pitch, long on, a 2-hopper to short. Casey Smith handles the bell high bounce and throws to first for the out. 2 down, Doug Clark the batter. For Linden, that was just his 2nd at bat against Dusty this year. The other resulted in a strikeout, but he puts the Grizzlies ahead, and now the Stingers will have to try to come back in the 9th inning. Clark swings, and it's a shot in the right field, a base hit. And so Clark aboard with a 2-out single. That'll bring up Tony Torcato. So the Stingers will have the 9-1-2 hitters, 2 up in the top half of the 9th. They pitch to Torcato, instead Berkman the toss over, and the runner's back. The runner at first, 2 down. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Todd Linden's home run has put Fresno ahead 5-4. Pitch. Low and outside, a ball. 1-0, the count on Torcato. Thomas is set, or rather Berkman is set to pitch. And it's a strike. The curveball, the outside corner to belt. 1-1. And the Fresno fans disagreeing with home plate umpire Casey Moser. 1-1 the count. Now Bergman ready. Dusty the 1-1. Torquato takes a fastball outside of Tennessee. Ball 2. 2-1 to count. Cashner now becomes a pitcher of record for Fresno. Now Bergman, the 2-1. Long on, popped up foul, third by base side, well back into the seats. And now the count on Torquato is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count. Bergman looking over towards the runner Clark at first. The left-hander ready, and the pitch to Torquato instead the lob to first, sends Clark back to the bag. 2 and 2 the count on Torquato. Grizzlies now lead it 5-4 here in the 8th. Bergman with again the toss to first. And again, Clark is back. Clark, the leading base stealer for the Grizzlies, with 22. He's only been thrown out 3 times. Two balls, 2 strikes. There goes the runner. The 2-2 pitch is way down and missed. He struck him out to retire the side. But Fresno retakes the lead. 1 run on the solo homer by Todd Linden. 2 hits and 1 runner left. We go to the 9th. It's now Fresno 5 and the Stingers 4 on ESPN 1230.
Feel tired when you wake up? Sleep apnea is a serious illness, and if not diagnosed, could lead to serious health problems. 35% of all people with high blood pressure have sleep apnea. 83% of all people with uncontrollable high blood pressure have sleep apnea. And 70% of people that have had a stroke have been diagnosed with sleep apnea. Many people could reduce their chances if they were diagnosed early and got the help they needed to control their sleep apnea. At MedOne Medical, they care about your health and want you to have a healthy life. Can you imagine getting diagnosed with diabetes and not doing anything about it? Call MedOne Medical today at 1-800-258-5329. Let them help you with your diagnosis and get you the help you need to have a happy and healthy life. MedOne Medical is the exclusive provider of Sleep Smart Gold, a program created to help patients manage sleep apnea. Call 1-800-258-5329 and get on the road to a happy, healthy life.
Stateside Autograph brings you Jazz Talk Monday through Friday on 1320 KFAX. Only Stateside Autograph technicians are State Bank certified, and maybe that's why more people trust Stateside to fix their autograph damage than any other company. Visit stateside.com or call 1-800-800-ASAP for 24/7 instant scheduling and catch Utah's #1 sports show on 1320 KFAX Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. with Ian Fitzsimmons and host Tom Nasalski on Jazz Talk.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, the Stingers trailing by a run going to the 9th inning. It'll be Casey Smith, Alberto Cayasco, and Adam Patkovich due up to face right-hander Mitch Wiley, who's on for the 12th time for Fresno. In 11 innings, he's given up 15 hits, 10 runs, all earned. He has struck out 13 and walked 4. He's 0-1 with 2 saves and an 8.18 earned run average. PCL batting .326 against Wiley, who has given up 3 runs on 5 hits in 3 innings against the Stingers. Casey Smith 1 for 2. He was hit by a pitch. His last time up. Casey 0 for 1 against Wiley this year, and the pitch on the way is high and off the glove of Hahn. Back to the screen, ball 1. Our MedOne Medical sleep deprivation error of the game came on pitcher Matt Cain, who's throwing error in the first, led the Stingers' first run of the ball game. 1-0 pitch to Smith, the fastball down the middle for a strike, and it's 1-1. If you suspect you or someone you know may have sleep apnea, call the professionals at MedOne Medical. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Smith as Wiley delivers, swing, and a foul back. 1-2 the count. Clark, Ramirez, and Hansen in left center and right. Alfonso, Gallimore, Lopez, and Torquato. The infield third to first. The battery of Wiley pitching and Hodge catching. Now the 1-2 pitch to Casey Smith on the way. fastball outside of Paniki's ball 2. Fans oohing and eyeing, but that pitch was at least 8 inches outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to pitch. Swung on and popped up. Behind second base in short center field, Mickey Lopez puts it away, and that's out number 1. They're 2 outs away from having their lead cut to 1 game. And has suffered just their 5th losing series of the season unless they can rally with 1 out here in the 9th. Here's Alberto Callastro's 1 for 4. Fly to center field his last time up. Wiley's first pitch to Callastro. That's a fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Wiley's pitch way outside with a changeup, and that evens the count at 1-1. Wiley last work 2 nights ago gave up 1 run on 2 hits in 1 inning. Now the 1-1 pitch. Callastro swings at a high lazy fly. Shallow left. Mark is there. That's the 2nd out of the inning. 2 outs, and it's up to Adam Petkovich, who's due up. But he's not going to get a chance to bat as Chris Prieto's going to pinch hit here to try to keep the game going. So Chris Prieto pinch hitting. Prieto comes to the ball game hitting .316 with 14 doubles, 6 triples, 2 homers, and 29 runs batted in. Prieto has a single in his only at bat against Wiley this year. Prieto pinch hitting for the first time this season. Stinger pinch hitters on the year, 4 for 12. First pitch to Prieto on the way. Swung on, flared to center field. Ramirez won't be able to get it as it drops in for a base hit. And so the game still lingers as Prieto gets the pinch hit single in front of Ramirez and just beyond the outstretched glove of Brian Dallimore. Now Casey Kochman's the batter. He's 1 for 3. He doubled and scored in the 8th inning. Kochman with an RBI single in his only at bat against Wiley this year. So the tying run at first with 2 outs here in the 9th. Wiley's pitch. Kochman takes a strike on the outside corner today. He's 0-1. No ball, 1 strike to count. Infield, back the outfield, shaded towards left. The pitch, time call beforehand, and the count remains 0-1. Hanson way over in right center field. If Kochman hits one down the right field line, like he did last inning, Prieto would easily score from first base. Ball, 1 strike to pitch. Swung on, grounded through the left side into left field, a base hit. Prieto will stop at second base. So it's not over yet. The Stingers with runners at first and second now. With 2 out, the batter will be Curtis Pride. Pride 1 for 2 with a pair of walks in this game. Facing Wiley for the first time this year. As the second baseman Lopez into the mound to have a quick word with both the pitcher Wiley and the catcher Hodge. So the tying run is Prieto at second. The go-ahead run is Kochman at first with 2 out. Pride an RBI single in the first. Bounced to the mound in the third, and he's walked twice since. Wiley ready at the first pitch to Pride. Outside with a fastball, ball 1. No one throwing in the Fresno bullpen. It's up to Wiley. Greg Jones up for the Stingers in case there's a bottom of the 9th. 1 ball, no strikes on Pride. Now Wiley ready, the 1-0 to Curtis. Fastball misses upstairs. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Nick Gorno's on deck. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners take their lead. Wiley sets the 2-0 pitch to Curtis. Fastball high, ball 3. 3-0 the count, and a wide one here would load the bases for Gorno. Let's see if Dino Evil turns Curtis loose on 3-0 here. As Wiley delivers the 3-0. Inside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Third walk received by Pride. So that moves the tying run Prieto to third. The potential go-ahead run, and Coxman out at second base. And Curtis Pride, the third, is found down. The pitching coach goes out to talk with Wiley. Gorno 0 for 4 tonight. And he has struck out in his only appearance against Wiley this year. Hands all over the home plate umpire, Casey Moser, but I'm not sure that even though the runners were already on base, that Wiley really didn't want to have anything to do with Curtis Pride. So now it's down to Nick Gorno. Something's got to give here. The bases are loaded with 2 out. Top of the 9th inning, the Stingers trailing by a run at 5-4. Wiley ready. The first pitch to Gorno. Swing a ground ball, just foul outside the bag at third. That's missed by about 1.5 feet. 1 strike to count on Gorno. Would have scored 2, maybe 3. They've just been a little bit. Got 1.5 feet more to the right. The other at third. Coxman at second. Pride at first. Wiley ready. The 0-1 to Gorno. Swing and a miss at a fastball, and now it's 0-2, and the Stingers are down to their last strike. The fans rising to their feet. No balls, 2 strikes to count on Nick Gorno. Wiley stares in, gets his sign, and the right-hander ready, and now he's picked off. Oh, and 2 to count on Gorno. Wiley ready to pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. Gorno able to lay off of that high heater. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Luke Allen on deck. If he comes to the plate, that means the Stingers have either tied it or taken the lead. The 1-2 to Gorno. Swing and a foul. He just got a piece of it and sent it back to the base of the screen. So we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The outfield shaded towards right for Gorno. The infield is back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wiley ready. Prieto dancing at third. The pitch. Swung on a chopper over the mound in front of second base. The shortstop can't make the play as Gallimore falls down with the ball in his hand. And that brings the tying run home on an infield single. We're all tied at 5. A slow, high bouncer over the mound in front of second base. Gallimore coming across. Got his glove on the ball, but then couldn't get the ball out of his mitts. Stumbled and fell. And that allowed everybody to be safe, and the tying run to score. Now the bases loaded, 2 out for Luke Allen, who's 1 for 4. He's homered in his only at-bat against Wiley this year. The pitch into the third, and a good block by Hod keeps Coxman from scoring the go-ahead run. Bases loaded, 2 out. All this has happened after there were 2 out and nobody on base. The 1 ball, pitch to Luke. Whoa, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Bingley will take a walk here. In the bottom of the ninth, Fresno will have their 8-9-1 hitters due up. The 2-0 to Luke. 6-swing foul back to the base of the screen, and it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count on Allen. Kochman the go-ahead run at third. Pride on at second. Gorneau on at first. 2-1 to count on Luke Allen. Wiley ready to pitch on the way. Popped up on the left side of the infield. The shortstop Dallimore will take it. And that retires the side. The Stingers do score the tying run on 3 hits, no errors, but they do leave 3 runners on base as we go to the bottom of the ninth. Stingers 5 and Fresno 5 on ESPN 1230.
More Stingers baseball after this on ESPN 1230 AM.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
Cookie dough blast. Sonic's got it, others don't. Indulge in the irresistible taste of Sonic's new cookie dough blast. Generous pieces of chocolate chip cookie dough blended into a creamy frozen treat. Try one tonight or any of your favorite desserts. Because Sonic's open till at least midnight all summer long. The new cookie dough blast at participating Sonic drive-in. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
To face left-hander Dusty Berkman, who stays out here for the 9th inning. Yannick Hahn 1 for 3, a 2-run homer in the 2nd inning. Stingers getting a run, but stranding the bases loaded in the top of the 9th to tie it up at 5-5. So Hahn the batter to face Berkman. The first pitch is a fastball outside, ball 1. Berkman beginning his 2nd inning of work. The line to 1-0. Swung on and popped up behind first base. Kochman into foul ground. Now staggers a bit and cuts into fair territory and in front of Cayasco to make the catch. As Casey almost overran that ball into foul territory, had to race back and cut in front of Cayasco and was able to hang on for the out. 1 out, and now here's Julio Ramirez, who's on an absolute tear. He's 4 for 10 in this series, and 3 of his 4 hits have been home runs. He's also has 9 hits in the extended series, going the back-to-back with Salt Lake and Fresno, and he's hit 5 home runs in those series. So Berkman getting ready to face Julio Ramirez. With 1 out, the base is empty. Due to the infield realignment here in just a moment. The pitch on the way was struck in the outside corner of the knees with Pastovich being pinch hit for. Jose Caldera has come into the ball game to play third base. The 0-1. Swing and a miss to the strike 0-2. Word is that David Matranga and Brian Speck not far away from rejoining the roster. As the 0-2 comes home, Ramirez swings and foul tips a fastball into the glove of the catcher Buddy for the strikeout. 2 up, 2 down here in the ninth. That'll bring up Jed Hansen, batting for the first time in the ball game. Came in the number 1 spot of the batting order after he comes in for Marquise Grissom in the 8th inning. Hansen comes in batting .301, 14 doubles, a triple, 8 homers, 28 runs batted in, 2 for 4 in this series. Hansen with a single in his only at bat against Burton this year. First pitch to Hansen on the way, and it's in at the knees. It's struck 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Now Bergman ready to pitch. Way high and outside, a ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Hansen. We're in the bottom of the ninth, all tied at 5. Stingers about hit the Grizzlies 10-9. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hansen. The infield back is set for Caldera at third. The pitch. Breaking ball low, ball 2. 2-1 the count on Hansen with Mickey Lopez due next. 2-1 the count. Stingers 5, Fresno 5. We're in the ninth. Bergman ready. The line of the 2-1. Low ball 3. 3-1 the count on Hansen. Angels lead the Yankees 6-5. That game in the ninth. But the Yankees got a lead up double by Alex Rodriguez off of Francisco Rodriguez. 3-1 to Hansen, swung on and lifted into the night sky in right center field. Brian Gordon is there, and we'll have ourselves an extra inning ball game here in Fresno. 1, 2, 3, nothing across as we go to the 10th. Stingers 5, Fresno 5 on ESPN 1230.
September 8th, 1998. Is a late summer evening in America's heartland. The crowd rises to its feet as a man steps to the plate with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. And with 1 swing of the bat, he shatters a once unbreakable record. A nation watches. Except me. I was doing something more important that night, like installing the county's furnace. You see, I'm a Bryant dealer. And for us, that means having the expertise that earns your trust and the commitment that keeps it. An idea that's gained us a lot of fans ourselves. That's what being a Bryant dealer is all about. Sure, I missed seeing baseball's oldest standing record fall, but I only had to wait 3 years to see it broken again. Bryant, whatever it takes. To find out how you can stay comfortable, contact your local Utah Bryant dealer at 1-866-4-BRYANT. That's 1-866-4-BRYANT. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Hi, this is Rich Jensen of Siegfried & Jensen. You've heard our ads for years. We've been handling automobile, personal injury, and medical malpractice claims for over 20 years. We've handled thousands of claims for thousands of people throughout the state. You're listening to this ad now because you love sports or have a favorite team. Siegfried & Jensen wants to be your legal team if you've been injured in an accident. Call Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Well, we go to the 10th inning, and the Stingers and Grizzlies are tied 5-5. Michael Cervenek comes on for Edgardo Alfonso at third base. Brian Gordon, Ryan Buddy, Casey Smith dividing third of the Stingers order, 2 up here in the 10th inning. Stingers this year have won 5 and have lost 1 in extra inning ball games. The Grizzlies are 4-6. Brian Gordon 1 for 4. At the time he tied the game at 4-4. With an RBI 2-out triple in the 8th, extending his hitting streak to 12 games, tying him with Jeff Mathis and Zach Sorensen for the longest hitting streaks this year. Swings and misses with a fastball from Wiley for a strike, and it's 0-1. Wiley giving up the run in the ninth inning after there were 2 out and nobody on base. Gordon ready, the 0-1. Fastball inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ryan with a single in his only at-bat this year against Wiley. The right-hander ready, the 1-1. Swing and a miss at a fastball, 1-2. Again, Ryan Buddy and Casey Smith to follow. Lopez, Cervenek, and Linden, the 2, 3, and 4 innings. A dangerous stretch. 2 up for the Grizzlies in the bottom of the 10th. The 1-2 pitch to Gordon. Inside, a breaking ball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Wiley ready, and the 2-2 to Gordon. Swing and a changeup and a foul tip hung on to by Hod for the strikeout, and there's 1 down here in the 10th. Strikeout number 1 for Wiley. And strikeout number 8 for Fresno pitching in the ball game. 1 out. That'll bring up Ryan Buddy, who's 1 for 4 with a double back in the 7th inning. Buddy retired by Wiley the only time he's faced him. First pitch is a fastball over first. Strike 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Wiley's pitch. Fastball outside of the belt. That evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5-5 game here in the top of the 10th. Wiley set the pitch. Long on, 2-hopper toward short, backing up on it. Dallimore has it. Throw across into the dirt. Bounces off the top of the dugout and into the stand. Now goes a 2-base throwing error for Brian Dallimore. The Stingers have the go-ahead run in scoring position with 1 out. A routine 2-hopper. Dallimore there and plenty of time. But his throw bounced in and skipped by Tony Torcato and hit off the top of the dugout and into the seats. Now the go-ahead run at second base. That's the second error of the ball game for Fresno. The first one led to an unearned run. Now let's see if the Stingers can cash in again. First pitch to Casey, a fastball high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Gets the batter with Cayasco due next. On the 1-ball pitch. Fastball runs inside to the right-hand batter, ball 2. 2-0 the count on Casey. Outfield shaded towards right. The infield is back. Wiley ready, the 2-0. Fastball high and outside, ball 3. 3-0 the count. The pitch, fastball high, ball 4. None of them were even close. So for Wiley, that's his second walk this year. And now runners are at first and second base with 1 out for Alberto Cayasco, who's 1 for 5 on the night. That 1 hit was a triple. He's flying out in each of his other 4 at-bats. Once to left, once to center, and once to right. Wiley ready, and the first pitch to Cayasco. Check swing and a fastball at this time, ball 1. Again, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Lopez, Cervenek, and Linden do up in the bottom of the 10th for the Grizzlies. The 1-0 to Cayasco. Fastball, that's outside, ball 2. The right-hander is now up in the Fresno bullpen. Pitching coach Tom Brown comes out and wants to buy some time for Brandon Pumper. He wants Pumper to be ready just in case Wiley were to lose Cayasco here. In Anaheim, again, Alex Rodriguez leads off the 9th inning with a double with the Yankees trailing the Angels by a run. Matsui flying out, advancing Rodriguez to third, and then Giambi struck out. Now the Yankees have the tying run at third. 2 out, and Bernie Williams at the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Red Sox already beat Chicago, so a chance for Boston to add a game to their lead. Pitch. Anthony, he's 2-1. Bit of a derisive cheer from the fans as that snapped the string of 6 straight pitches out of the strike zone by Wiley. Now the 2-1 to Cayasco. Line drive left field, base hit. Buddy had to hold up, and they're going to put the stop sign up for him here as the throw comes into the plate. A single to the opposite field by Cayasco, and that loads the bases with 1 out. And now it brings up the 19-year-old Jose Caldera, who's here with Matrenga and Steck on the disabled list. And Caldera had to come in after Paskovich was pinch hit for by Chris Prieto last inning, and that's going to be all for Mitch Wiley. So Brandon Puffer, a tough right-handed sidearm pitcher, comes to the mound with the bases loaded and 1 out of the 10th. We'll tell you all about him after this 1-minute timeout for a pitching change on ESPN 1230.
When's the right time to get a Zions Bank Gold account? Well, say you're fresh out of college
with your first real job. You probably want a gold account so you can take advantage of things like free internet banking and unlimited check writing. Or say you've reached a point in life when the kids have left home and a gold account gives you a rent-free safe deposit box and no issuing fees on traveler's checks. Or maybe you're about to have your first child and you like the higher interest rates on gold account savings and discounted loans with flexible terms. So when's the right time
to get a Zions Bank Gold account? When you see all the benefits, you'll just know. For more information, visit your local Zions Bank branch or zionsbank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Preston Beckstrand, your Zions Bank personal banking representative in Pleasant Grove. Right now, when you sign up for a gold account, our branch will donate $25 to the local school of your choice.
Brandon Puffer comes on for Fresno with the bases loaded and 1 out. His 36th appearance of the year. He's won 5 and lost 2 with a 3.62 earned run average. PCL batting at .266 against Puffer, who's given up just 2 runs, 1 of them earned on 3 hits in 4 1/3 innings against the Stingers this year. In the infield, a double play depth for Jose Caldera. Again, just 19 years old. He should be playing for the Orem Owls right now, but is here in a game situation for the Stingers with the bases loaded, 1 out. They're in at the corners, halfway at short at second. The first pitch to Caldera. Hot fly down the right field line. It's got a chance to drop from a third. The base hit. In to score is Buddy. And only 1 run can score on the bloop single by Jose Caldera. And the Stingers take the lead 6-5. A little bad-handled flare beyond Torquato and in front of Hanson. Lopez coming across, couldn't get to it. The bases remain loaded with 1 out. And the Stingers now lead it 6-5. So Caldera comes through. Here's Casey Coxton, who's 2 for 4. That'll look like a line drive in the scorebook. There's a pitch on speed and over from Puffer for a strike 0-1. Now the Stingers need to try to pad the lead. Angels hung on to defeat the Yankees tonight, 6-5. The 0-1. Swung on, that belted down the right field line. That ball's going to skip into the stands for an automatic double. Smith scores and Cayasco scores. And now the Stingers have an 8-5 lead. As Coxton now has a hit in each of the last 3 innings. The first run is unearned, but not the last 2, as the Stingers now have runners at second and third. With 1 out, and Curtis Pride is going to be intentionally walked to reload the bases. That will be his 4th consecutive walk received. That also closes the books on Wiley, as he goes 1 1/3 innings, gives up 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. So now ball 4 is delivered as the Stingers have reloaded the bases. Still only 1 out as Brian Gordon struck out to lead off the inning. The next 6 batters have reached. And now here is Nick Gordeau, whose little infield single with 2 outs in the 9th inning with the bases loaded, tied the game as he chopped one over the mound. The shortstop Dallimore had a long way to go to get it. Once he did get there, he tumbled head over heels, allowing the run to score. Pitch. Gordeau takes a fastball high and inside, ball 1. The Stingers with 2 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th, and now 3 in the 10th have taken an 8-5 lead. Now Puffer, the 1-0. Fastball inside, ball 2. The Puffers come on, giving up the RBI single to Caldera, the 2-run double to Paxton. Now he's intentionally walked by, bases loaded, 1 out, the pitch. Fastball limited ease, a strike at 2-1. 2, 3, and 4 hitters will be due up for Fresno in the bottom of the 10th. Greg Jones heating up for the Stingers bullpen. The 2-1 offering from Pumper. Straight up behind home plate. Hahn backpedaling into fair territory. Makes the catch about halfway between home plate and the mound for out number 2. 2 away as the wind started to push that one back into fair ground. Now here's Luke Allen, who with the bases loaded 2 out, last inning popped up. There's 1-4-5, a chance here again to add to what is now a 3-run lead. Walker ready to pitch. Going out and looked foul as Allen was out in front of the changeup, headed into the front row behind the third base dugout for strike 1 as the Stingers have batted around here in the 10th. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch. Allen swings and lines a base hit into center field. In comes Caldera. Coxman in behind him to throw way offline and hits Stacy coming in to score. And so that will allow Curtis Pride to come all the way home. And on the third base goes Luke Allen. 3 runs score on the play. And the Stingers have broken it wide open. They lead it 11-5. That'll likely go as a 2-run single. And then a throwing error on Ramirez as that throw hit. Coxman on the way in. So 6 runs across in the 10th inning for the Stingers. A pitch to Brian Gordon in a fitting. He's a strike 0-1. He started it all off by striking out in the inning. Since then, though, the Stingers have had it their way. There's a pitch. Gordon swings, hits it deep and foul down the right field side. Right side, wrong shape. The count on Bryan is 0-2. 0 balls, 2 strikes to count. Gordon, the 10th man to come to bat in the frame. Pitch. Swung out and foul. Third base side out of play. Well, the Stingers hold on to the bottom of the inning. They'll retain their 2-game lead after all. Bumper's pitch into the dirt. That's hit by Hahn, and in comes another run on a wild pitch. And now the Stingers have put up 7 in the frame and lead it 12-5. I would probably have to do a lot of research, but this may be the most runs ever scored by the Salt Lake franchise in an extra inning. Well, they have scored 7 runs here in the 10th. The pitch inside, and that one hit Brian Gordon. And all Brian does is put the bat down and run to first base. Hit by a pitch for the first time this year. I believe home plate umpire Casey Moser has issued warnings to both benches. But now here's Ryan Buddy, who is involved in the key play, a 2-hopper to short. But Brian Dallimore threw away and got things started for the Stingers this inning. 4 of the runs are unearned. 2 outs, a runner at first. The pitch. Upper delivers low and inside. Ball 1. 12-5 in favor of the Stingers, and 10 of those 12 runs have come over the last 3 innings. The pitch. And he swings and counts one foul at the third base side. The count's even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Pumper's pitch. Long on, ground ball to short. Dallimore's got it. The underhand toss to Lopez, and that'll do it for the Stingers in the 10th, but what a 10th inning it was. 7-run score on 4 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner was left on the base path. We go to the bottom of the 10th. It's the Stingers 12 and Fresno 5 on ESPN 1230.
September 8th, 1998. Is a late summer evening in America's heartland. The crowd rises to its feet as a man steps to the plate with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. And with 1 swing of the bat, he shatters a once unbreakable record. The nation watches. Except me. I was doing something more important that night, like installing the Connors furnace. You see, I'm a Bryant dealer. And for us, that means having the expertise that earns your trust and the commitment that keeps it. An idea that's gained us a lot of fans ourselves. That's what being a Bryant dealer is all about. Sure, I missed seeing baseball's oldest standing record fall, but I only had to wait 3 years to see it broken again. Bryant, whatever it takes.
To find out how you can stay comfortable, contact your local Utah Bryant dealer at 1-866-4-BRYANT. That's 1-866-4-BRYANT. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Carl Budding Deli Cuts are the cure for the common sandwich. And now you could also win the cure for the common kitchen. It's a complete kitchen makeover with amazing appliances from Bosch and Chef Catalog. Just look for your game piece in packages of Budding Deli Cuts and check your number online at budding.com to see if you've won. You could be the proud owner of a state-of-the-art kitchen makeover, or you could win gift certificates of $20 or even $500. Enter for a chance to win your cure for the common kitchen today.
KQS Murray, Salt Lake City. Right in a frickin' hunt. This is ESPN Radio AM 1230, the worldwide leader in sports. It's the White House for the broadcasting station.
Greg Jones out to try to finish it off for the Stingers here in the bottom half of the 10th inning as the Stingers with a 7 spot at the top of the frame. Mickey Lopez to lead it off against Greg. First pitch way down and missed. The strike at it's 0-1. Lopez 1 for 3. And the Stingers exploding in the 10th. There's a swing and a miss at a splitter 0-2, barring the unthinkable. The Stingers will have ended all 7 of their extra inning games in the 10th inning. There's a pitch foul back 0-2. Stingers with Gorneau, Pride, and Gordon left, center, and right. Caldera, Smith, Cayaspo, and Cutman the infield third to third. Greg Jones pitching and Ryan Buddy catching. The pitch swung on, little tap foul behind home plate. The count remains 0-2. And the Angels held on to win their game 6-5 over the Yankees, thanks to the grand slam by Vladimir Guerrero. Now the 0-2 to Lopez, swinging a ground ball. Diving stop by Coxman at first. From the seat of his pants, throws to Jones on the run for the out. Jones had to jump into the air for it, but came down on the bag ahead of Mickey Lopez. What a play at both ends. First Coxman diving to his right. His lead toss to Jones high, but Craig up in the air to get it. And so 1 out here in the 10th inning. That'll bring up Michael Cervenak batting for the first time. as he replaced Edgardo Alfonso in the 10th inning. Urbanek batting .318, 21 doubles, 1 triple, 14 homers, 75 runs batted in. Stingers will earn a split in this series, wind up taking the Grizzlies 5 out of 9 in this extended series. And the season series, 10 games to 6, identical to last year. The pitch low and outside for a ball, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Fastball line to the left field. Coming on, Gordo makes the fifth glove knee-high catch for out number 2. So 2 down here in the 10th. That'll bring up Todd Linden, who homered in the bottom of the 8th, to give the Grizzlies a 5-4 lead. He's 2 for 4. Sacramento leading Portland 3-0 in the 8th. Now with that hold and this hold, the Beavers would once again be 8.5 out. The pitch, swing and a miss with a fastball, strike 1. A 7-run 10th inning. Jones ready, and the 0-1. Breaking ball, and it's to knees, and it's 0-2. And Linden less than enthroned with that call. No balls, 2 strikes. I changed that Med 1 medical sleep deprivation error of the game to the one by Gallimore that started the rally in the top of the inning as Jones' slider misses in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-2 the count. To the count on Linden. Grizzlies down to their last strike. Stingers are down to their last strike in the top of the 9th. The 1-2. 0 for a ball. 2-2 the count. This is Jones' 10th appearance. He has given up just 1 run on 2 hits in 10 innings total, including the 2 outs he's recorded here. That was a home run the other night by Torcalo. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jones ready to pitch. Swing and a ground foul down the stairwell of the Fresno dugout at first, and so the count remains 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jones stares in, gets his sign, the right-hander ready. And the 2-2 pitch. Outside of the belt, ball 3. 3-2 the count on Todd Linden. Stingers have used every one of their position players except for Jeff Mathis tonight. 3-2 payoff pitch is inside, ball 4, and Linden draws a 2-out walk. Runner at first, 2 out for Brian Gallimore, who's 0 for 4. Bounced out to short. And he's been involved in a couple of the key plays in this game that has allowed the Stingers to come back. So 2 outs. The runner at first base as Jones deals. Swung on and lifted in the air toward right. Throwing it back, shy of the track, puts the squeeze on it, and the ball game is over. And the Stingers pull off a comeback win here in Fresno tonight. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on the base path. Handshakes and high fives all around with the final score. The Salt Lake Stingers 12 and the Fresno Grizzlies 5. We'll be back with the 10th inning show next on ESPN 1230.
This has been Salt Lake Stingers baseball. Stay tuned for a complete wrap-up of tonight's game. The 10th inning show is coming up next on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Passion for power sports
sports, check out Plaza Cycle.
Hey, I'm going to Plaza Cycle where I belong. Hey, the deals are great, you can't go wrong.
Plaza Cycle has summer deals so amazing you'll walk in and ride out. Get exclusive deals on rider gear. A Joe Rocket reactor leather jacket is just $99. A motocross jersey pant glove combo from Plaza Cycle, just $99. Off-road helmets, $79.99. Street bike helmets, $55. And 20% off Orange County Chopper apparel. Plaza Cycle is Utah's #1 source for outdoor motor fun and adrenaline on the run.
He'll be impressed. Service is the best. Sales team, you'll be impressed. Walk in, ride out. Hey, let's go to Cycle Fun. In the warm Cycle Sun.
Located at 1379 West, 33rd South.
The game is over and the fans are leaving the ballpark. It's time now for the 10th inning show. A complete wrap-up of tonight's game with a look at the rest of the Pacific Coast League and Major League Baseball. This is the 10th inning show on ESPN 1230 AM. Now let's go back to the ballpark with the voice of the Stingers, Steve Krauke.
Well, what a wild one we had here in Fresno tonight. The Stingers fell behind early, and they trailed 4-2 after 5 innings. They scored 2 runs in the 8th to tie the game up at 4-4 on a wild pitch, scoring 1 run, and an RBI triple by Brian Gordon, bringing in the tying run. Only to have with 1 out of the bottom of the 8th, Todd Linden line a home run to left field to put the Grizzlies back out in front 5-4, but the Stingers down to their last out, 2 out and nobody on the ninth. Got singles by pinch hitter Chris Prieto. Casey Kotzman on a walk to Curtis Pride to load the bases. Nick Gorneau then hit a chopper over the mound in front of second base. Charging over Brian Dallimore, got a glove on it, and he could not get it out of his mitt. He went head over heels, and that allowed the tying run to score. And then the Stingers exploded for 7 runs in the 10th inning with 1 out, an error, a walk, and a single loaded the bases. And then Jose Caldera, the 19-year-old who should be with the Orem Owls, hit a little blooper down the right field line for an RBI single. And then the Stingers piled it on from there. A 2-run double by Casey Kotzman, a 2-run single by Luke Allen, another run scored on a wild pitch. And before all was said and done, the Stingers had not only scored the touchdown, but they added the extra point as well, as the Stingers go on to win it 12-5. They split this 2-game series with Fresno. They have a 5-4 win over the Grizzlies as far as this extended 9-game stretch is concerned. The Stingers win the overall season series by a margin of 10-6 for the second consecutive year. Salt Lake now 56-41 on the campaign, while the Grizzlies dropped to 46-53. And now Salt Lake retains their 2-game lead now over the second-place Tacoma Rainiers. Winners earlier tonight. We'll take a look at that game and give you all the scores for baseball right after this on ESPN 1230.
Sports News Baseball.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
Where can you find the Utah Jazz sitting next to the Boston Red Sox, sitting next to the Denver Broncos, just down the road of BYU? Fans! Only at Fans can you find the newest and freshest sports gear from all the great college and pro teams. Looking for a new or retro Utah Jazz jersey? Fans has it. Fans has it. Trying to find a fitted baseball cap featuring your favorite team logo? Fans is the place. Fans is the place. Whether you're looking for hats, shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, warm-ups, jerseys, or duffel bags, you'll find it at Fans. You'll find it at Fans. Plus, Fans even has fun logoed sports gear and memorabilia, including signed basketball, football, and jerseys from the best players. And remember, for all the freshest Utah Jazz gear, get to Fans for jerseys, golf shirts, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, and warm-up gear, featuring the new blue and white Jazz colors. Open 6 days a week in the Delta Center and all major malls across the Wasatch Front. Fans.
Welcome back to Fresno, where the Stingers prevail in 10 by a final score of 12-5. Time now for our final check of this evening's Abra scoreboard. And first of all, in the Pacific Coast League earlier today, Tacoma and Tucson by a score of 3-2. So the Stingers retain a 2-game lead in their North Division race. Round Rock conquered Omaha by a score of 8-3. And New Orleans this evening, Oklahoma held on to Zephyr 6-4 in a game that was delayed by a power outage at one point. Memphis scored 2 runs in the 10th inning to defeat Nashville 3-1. Albuquerque topped Iowa in Des Moines 5-1. Colorado Springs completed a 4-game sweep of Las Vegas, beating the 51 7-4. And at Portland in the 9th, Sacramento leads the Beavers by a score of 3-0. In the American League, it was the Angels defeating the Yankees 6-5. They rallied with 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th on a Vladimir Guerrero grand slam off of John Gordon. Bartolo Colon gets the win. Jason Giambi a pair of home runs for the Yankees. Cleveland topped Kansas City 10-1. Toronto topped Seattle 6-3. It was Minnesota pounding Detroit 10-5. Oakland with a run in the 8th and one more in the 9th knocked off Texas 6-4. Manny Ramirez 9th-inning homer gave the Red Sox a 6-5 win at Chicago. In the National League, San Diego shut out at New York by the Mets 12-2. Excuse me, 12-0. It was Cincinnati rally with 5 runs in the 8th to beat the Cubs 9-6. The Dodgers blanked the Phillies 1-0. Milwaukee outlasted St. Louis 12-7. Houston edged Washington 3-2. And Pittsburgh pounded Colorado by a final score of 8-1. That is your average scoreboard. Back with some of the highlights from tonight's game right after this on ESPN 1230.
Now that the summer's into full swing and you've had enough of losing to your best friend on the course every Saturday, well, it's time to get the Mulligans and take advantage of their many practice areas, like the 9-hole executive golf course and 9-hole par 3 golf courses as well. Double Breaker climate-controlled covered driving range, beautiful outdoor driving range, along with wheeled glass, tees, boxes, and the state's largest pitching and putting practice area. Mulligans is open late and they're fully lighted every night. And if a family wants to come along, hey, there's plenty for them to do too. 36 holes of miniature golf and recreational gardens, along with batting cages for all ages. South Jordan City invites you and the family to come out and enjoy some of the clean, fresh air in the safest of recreational environments. Mulligan's Golf and Games, located just west off I-15 and 106 South. Iceberg Drive-In is also located at Mulligan's with their famous shakes, fries, and burgers. So if you've made a mistake before and taken your family somewhere else, at Mulligan's you get another chance. Why do you think they call it Mulligan's? Open every day with Christmas.
Will give you $8,000 for your trade. $8,000. Push, pull, drag your vehicle in, because this weekend it's worth $8,000. Carl Malone needs to move a massive amount of inventory. So for this weekend, all pre-owned vehicles are priced up to 70% off original MSRP. How about an 02 Camry? Now just $87.96. Or Corollas, just $13,995. You will save money. Want to triple you down? At Carl Malone Toyota, your $1,500 becomes $4,500 when Toyota and Carl Malone match you down. Incredible rebates, and for all pre-owned cars, just $49 delivered. This weekend, $8,000 for your trade, $49 delivered, and triple for that also original by Toyotas. Carl Malone Toyota, downtown on the mall next to Costco. Triple for also at Toyota, takes on through credit, $8,000 for your trade. Carl Malone, make your first three payments based on each month payment plan. See you for details.
Welcome back as a wild one here tonight got going early with 1 out. Adam Patkovic reached on a throwing error by the pitcher Matt Cain. Lefkovic moves to second on a ground out by Casey Thompson, bringing Curtis Pride to the plate. As Cain delivers the 1-1. Pass up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Here comes Lefkovic around third to score the first run of the ball game. Curtis Pride delivers, and it's 1-0 Salt Lake. Oh, 1-0 ball game at that point. And then the Grizzlies came back to tie it up in the bottom of the first. The veterans from the Giants delivering. Marquise Grissom's single was sacrificed to second, took third on a wild pitch and scored on a double by Edgardo Alfonso to tie it up at 1 apiece. Then the second inning, Tony Torcado with one out, double to center field, and then Evan Thomas faced Yamid Hahn. Third ball, that's lifted in the air to center field. Pride going back, it's up there, it's out there, and it's gone. A 2-run home run for Yamid Hahn, and it's 3-1 Fresno. So 3-1 Grizzlies. Stingers would get one of the runs back in the third as Casey Smith led off with a single and then scored all the way from first on a triple to center field by Alberto Cayasco. But then in the fifth inning, the Grizzlies got their 2-run lead back courtesy of Julio Ramirez. Starts his windup for the 1-0 pitch. One on, and there it goes. Deep center field. It's up there, it's out there, and it's gone. Into the swimming pool in left center field. A home run for Julio Ramirez. And now it's a 4-2 Fresno lead. But the Stingers would come back and tie it in the eighth. Casey Coxman doubled. Curtis Pride walked. Coxman had taken third on a wild pitch. Curtis Pride walked to put runners at first and third. Then another wild pitch scored. Coxman Pride was running on the play, so he steals second and goes all the way to third on the wild pitch. And with 2 outs, comes home, courtesy of Brian Gordon, looking to extend his hitting streak to 12 games. Baxter ready, and the pitch to Gordon. Line down the right field line. That's a fair ball into the corner. Here comes Pride with a tying run. Brian takes the third at first, and he'll head to second base. He's going to try for 3. Here comes the relay throw by Lopez. The head first slide, and he's safe. It's an RBI triple for Brian Gordon, and the game is tied at 4-4. 4-4 game. The Stingers had tied it up, but they didn't stay tied for very long, as in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out. The league leader in home runs put Fresno back out in front. Bergman ready to pitch. Line shot to left. It's up there, it's out there, and the Grizzlies are back out in front. A home run for Todd Linden, his league-leading 24th of the year. And now the Grizzlies are back out in front by a score of 5-4. Things didn't look good at that point for the Stingers, and with 2 outs at the top of the 9th, they were down to their final out. But then pinch hitter Chris Prieto singled to center. Casey Coxman delivered a base hit to left, and Curtis Pride walked on 4 straight pitches to load the bases. Nick Gorneau hit a chopper over the mound in front of second base, but trying Brian Gallimore to get there. He gloved it, had trouble getting out of his mitt, and then went head over heels with the ball never leaving his glove. And that allowed Prieto to score the tying run, and that evened it up at 5-5 after Dusty Berkman set the side down in order in the 9th. The Stingers took command of the 10th. With 1 out, Ryan Buddy hit a routine 2-hop for the short. Ryan Gallimore threw him into the dirt. It skid past Tony Torcado and up into the stands, and Buddy was on at second base. Casey Smith walked on 4 straight pitches. Alberto Cayasco singled to left to load the bases. Mitch Wiley out. Brandon Puffer in to face Jose Caldera, the young 19-year-old who came up to the Orem Owls. For the Stingers, with the bases loaded, 1 out. They're in at the corners, halfway short at second. The first pitch to Caldera. Hot fly down the right field line. It's got a chance to drop, and it does. A base hit. If the score is Buddy, and only 1 run can score on the blunt single by Jose Caldera, and the Stingers take the lead 6-5. Casey Coxman then would rip a double that bounced into the stands to drive in 2 more. Curtis Pride was intentionally walked to reload the bases after Nick Gorneau popped out. Luke Allen singled to center, scored 2, an error by the center fielder Ramirez, brought home a 3rd run, and then Allen would later score. As he took 3rd on the play, he would score all the way from first base on the moved to third rather after the single, and then scored on a wild pitch. And so the Stingers were able to hang on and come away with the win tonight with a 7-run 10th inning. They win it 12-5. Now it's back home to face the Las Vegas 51s. We'll preview that series next on ESPN 1230.
Statewide Auto Glass brings you Jazz Talk Monday through Friday on 1520 KFAX. Only Statewide Auto Glass technicians are State Bank certified, and maybe that's why more people trust Statewide to fix their auto glass damage than any other company. Visit statewide.com or call 1-800-800-ASAP for 24/7 instant scheduling and Bad Utah's #1 sports show on 1320 KFAX. Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. with Ian Fitzsimmons and Coach Thomas Salty on Jazz Talk.
Hi, this is Ed Siegfried of Siegfried & Jensen. You've heard our ads for years. We've been handling automobile, personal injury, and medical malpractice claims for over 20 years. We've handled thousands of claims for thousands of people throughout the state. You're listening to this ad now because you love sports or have a favorite team. Siegfried & Jensen wants to be your legal team if you've been injured in an accident. Call Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
Being a Mercedes owner, you'll just have to face the fact that people will look, people will talk. But that's nothing new. The world has been fascinated by the legendary Mercedes-Benz for years. Now owning a Mercedes has never been easier. The all-new Mercedes-Benz Adventure just off I-15 exit 273 in Utah County, minutes from downtown Salt Lake City. A phone call away at 222-4400. At Mercedes-Benz of London, purchase the sporty C230 compressor sedan for under $30,000. All Mercedes models are available, including the exclusive AMG models, like the CL and SL65s. The first legendary Mercedes-Benz designed house facility in the United States, featuring 15 service points and legendary same-day service. Being noticed is a good thing. Mercedes-Benz of London, selling legendary cars, providing legendary service. Stop by and call today, 222-4400, Mercedes-Benz of London.
Mercedes-Benz of London, part of the Larry H. Miller Auto Group.
Welcome back to Fresno with the Stingers pulling out with a run in the ninth to tie and 7 in the 10th to win it 12-5. Next up, the Las Vegas 51s come in for a visit to Franklin County Field. It starts tomorrow night at 7 with a visit from Hall of Famer Harmon Killebrew. It'll be right-hander Dustin Mosley for the Stingers against right-hander Mike Taylor for Las Vegas. The series continues Saturday with a 5 o'clock doubleheader and fireworks extravaganza for Pioneer Day holiday weekend. 2 o'clock on Sunday and then 12 noon on Monday before the Stingers head out on the road for 8 days to Albuquerque and around one. Come home on a high after this win here in Fresno tonight. So Stingers again retain a 2-game lead over the second-place Rainiers in the Pacific North Division. That'll do it for tonight. Our thanks to Lee back in our studios in Salt Lake City, and our thanks to you for listening once again. Just a little over 3 hours. Let's get the official game time. 3 hours, 3 minutes, and in front of 6,838, the final score. The Salt Lake Stingers 12 and the Fresno Grizzlies 5. I'm Steve Coffey saying good night and so long for the ballpark.
Show on ESPN 1230 AM. Be sure to join us after every Stingers game for that 10th inning show on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers. ESPN 1230.